showing so crazy. Alright, yeah, so um this gonna be like my opinion on the news and what's going on in like current affairs. So I'm gonna start by saying that first I wanna say to YouTube, why is this screen showing like is this my phone? Oh, this is like, yo, is it my eyes? Or is it me? Yo. Come on, Minnie Mouse, I need your hand to get the screen right. Okay. Alright. Hey, you know what's so funny? YouTube always starts you out with like 17 people. At some point, maybe not, it's gonna be a burst of people. Then they might tune out, whatever. I don't be knowing what people be expecting, like the market. I wish, like, if AI gonna get better and we gonna use AI, we need a better algorithm, because I don't believe it's a math related algorithm. Because when I be in shorts, I hate seeing the shorts. I'm off subject, but let me start with this. I hate seeing the shorts when I be scrolling through the shorts, because it be the most simplistic shit. And some of it don't even make no sense. Like, it just be one picture of something with some ironic sound and freaking all the same repeated, regurgitated freaking trend sound that everybody using. And it's like, it's all the same fucking goofy ass dances. You feel me? Like, it be the same thing. And it's like at 5,000 likes already. I'm a hater of that shit. These 2,000 likes. I don't want the shit in my feed, because I'm a creator. And I hate seeing poorly crafted shit, like when nobody put no effort or work into, or no thought process, or even if it's something simple. Don't get me wrong, when you creating shit or meshing shit or stitching or fucking content or whatever you looking for, or doing in life, finding life, seeing life, run across, and you put it out there, it be the shit that you don't expect that'll take off, right? Like, I done did videos where I'm like, all right, it wasn't my favorite, but it was good. I always put my best effort. Then that shit'd be popping. I'd be like, what the fuck? You feel me? Sort of like the video I did with Dave Chappelle. With the that instrumental. I can't think of that percussions and all that, whatever, sounds of noise, I think it's called art of noise. And I had did that beat, and people were complaining about the beat. You feel me? They was like, oh, the sound is too loud. But I'm like, this video doing numbers. You only complaining because it's coming across your feed. It made it to your feed over all the whack ass videos that people don't put no effort into. You feel me? So I just be feeling like, I hate watching shorts and seeing all these bum ass videos, but then I be putting this craft shit together like mini movies, and I don't be getting the likes. I be like, it gotta be something with the algorithm. They not putting it to the right crowd to watch my shorts, because I really put mini movies together. I'm the Quentin Tarantino of this YouTube short shit. If y'all go look at it and how I do it to put y'all in my mind, I do it in like, if I so-called stitch a video, I'm putting it in sequence to like it's a conversation between, so y'all can get the dialogue. So if y'all ever go look at my shorts and you see it's a combination, it's not just a random sequence of videos like people put, because they be trying to copy, but they don't know what they're doing. I put videos like, for instance, I did a video with Denzel Washington talk about acting. I meshed Tiffany Haddish having a conversation, and then I meshed some kids from the 70s having a conversation. And as Denzel is talking, the kid like, man, come on with the shit, man. Come on. Like, he's making interjections, and like as if he's having a conversation with him. I'm putting this together like many movies, and I be like, damn, cuz like, I need that appreciation from YouTube algorithm, like, to be like, damn, the time that it take for me to do 3 minutes of a video, you don't understand. That could be 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you want that, and then somebody else put some crazy shit and that they copied and paste, and the shit doing numbers. It's like, what's up with this shit? I don't want to see it in my algorithm, even if it works. I don't want to see it in my feed. You feel me? But that was what that was about. As far as me jumping to the news, I'm gonna get into local news, well, local Broward news, and then I'm gonna get into world news and Georgia news and all that. And so local news is I don't well, I guess it affects everybody. They gut in the Department of Education. I don't even know if it's the Department of Education. They gut in schools everywhere. Like who all these politicians, the hell with them. Like I'm not voting again until we can have funding for schools. I just seen this morning they talking about taking free lunch out of schools. Like where they do that at? All the money we throw away, we just give away. In one war of that we donate money to any country. I ain't gonna even say a country. All the countries we be allying with and shit. Fucking that one war could feed all the kids across the goddamn country. They basically telling you we don't want you motherfuckers to advance any further than what you have. We want complete idiots. We don't want an education system. We want idiots and we want to educate our kids because we have the chips on our side and we don't want to make the rules to where you got and this ain't a black or white thing I'm talking about the intelligence thing. They want to keep you guys miseducated and don't feed your kids. Even though I want to ask this, I want to say this too. This is for nationwide, but I want to pose it local at a local school board. If y'all gonna take the lunch out of this kid's school, if y'all gonna take cause you ain't got no what's in there, nope. And so, nope, don't do that. Yup. It's about time for bed. You ready for bed? Okay, exactly. So, at the end of the day, you want to take the lunch out of the kids' school. If y'all gonna take the lunch out, then I need to go pull up on my baby when it's lunchtime and have lunch with my baby. That's how I feel. If you gonna tell me that my baby gotta pay for that raggedy ass food that's supposed to be free, I could pull up and have lunch with my baby. That's straight up. Parents, that should be. I don't know why we don't already do that. Maybe some birth ideas will be birthed out of this crazy situation because they making kids pay for lunch in that school year. And if that's the case, pay for that rack. I'm talking about y'all remember school food, right? Y'all remember the eggs cooked on the pan? The shit be all wet and they be trying to scratch the eggs. They was trying to scratch eggs for the egg crisis with all the watery shit and then the shit leave all that little gooey shit at the bottom. I ain't never eat school eggs ever my entire life. If I did, I definitely took a shit right after. I probably did one time. I never ate school. It was certain school things I knew to stay away from. I stayed away from the eggs. I stayed away from that fake ass gravy with the biscuits and shit. Stayed away. I don't even like gravy with biscuits anyway. Like, but I stayed away from that, and then I stayed away from freaking well, the biscuits gave me my stomach the bubbles guts anyway. I couldn't stay away from that because that shit was gooey. That was the only thing school had that was good. And the Mexican pizza. Outside of that, man, come on, cut it. And you want to charge for that? So I should be able to, parents should be able to pull up lunchtime, have lunch with their kid. I don't trust just sending food and then somebody, an adult or whoever supposed to be overseeing that, allocating the food, go ahead and misappropriate it and put it in the wrong hands or eat it themselves or play over my baby shit so I can trust myself to feed my child, you feel me? And so that's what we would do in that situation, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's my birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday? Not today, but love, man. Love. These motherfuckers crazy. But I suggest go to your, matter of fact, go to your parents, man. Go around loved ones. Go just tell any stranger in the street and they'll do it, man. But with that said though, so I feel that's where the schools, as far as allocating school, it's basically dog, I ain't gonna even lie. When the news dropped that they taking the school funding out of kids eating, I was like, wow. Every politician, bro. We've been looking at this shit. We ain't seen no politician since, I'm talking about, I don't know who all tuned into the chat in y'all ages, but I'm here to tell you since I can remember presidents. I ain't never seen a politician that put into the school system ever. They taking from each I'm Republican, Democrat, each administration come in that motherfucker and take a little, take a little, take a little, take a little, take a little. And when everybody take a fucking little, it's none fucking left. And then we got the same bitches talking about change agencies or they outsiders or drain the swamp. Fuck this drain the swamp shit. Everybody, it's rich against poor. It's get your money up. It's educate your children. It's educate your family. It's educate yourself. And I think about my personal life and to the fact that most of my time or the most of the knowledge that I have, like when I meet people, especially with older people, they say, "Oh, you're so intelligent. Like, what school did you go to?" I'm like, most of this shit I learned was in the library. Real talk, downtown Broad County Library, like on the third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. So it was like I was unfortunately, but I guess you could almost call it a fortune. I was expelled from school when I was 13 years old, and I couldn't go for a calendar year. So this was like I couldn't attend even alternative school. I had to just be home, and my daddy had to work, and my mama had to work, and they was not living together, obviously. So I was living with my old boy. So I went to the library every day. You feel me? I mean, I used to be on something called the chat line back in the day, but then when I got born, I still was a kid, 13. So I had a wandering mind, and before getting expelled, I never missed school. That was the crazy part. Got expelled from school, but I wasn't no bad attendance person. It wasn't no staying home at nobody house. Bitch, not my mama house. I'm my old boy. Bitch, it was you gonna go to school sick, broke arm. I broke my arm at school in the 7th grade, and I was at school the very fucking next day. R.I.P. Mike Smith. Mwah. As my dog, I broke my arm over my dog's shoulder. I had no went and galloped over this nigga's shoulder, catapulted over him, and he must have felt me coming. And that nigga ducked with it, and I fucking fell right on my shit. Broke my goddamn arm. Well, it was a hairline fracture for those who know about anatomy. But still, back in school the next day. And so I say all that to say, bruh, you know, got expelled, learned most of my shit outside of the school department. But I learned a lot of shit in school with dedicated teachers. You know, the funny thing is, I went to alternative school before. That's a big ass ant. God damn, boy, ants in Georgia look like fucking roaches. I swear to God. And you know what's so funny? When I seen the bitch, when I seen him, I was like, damn, bitch, I know that's an ant. Cause it don't be no little roaches like that in Georgia. Well, maybe if you're on the wrong side of town, but bitch, for the most part, the elements of Georgia make it to where it ain't gonna be no little roaches. Like them little credences you deal with in South Florida. Like the ants is so fucking big in Georgia. Like you can't have the same kind of like insects like in South Florida. Like we got like, for instance, perfect example. We got some shit called German roaches in South Florida. They very small. But our shits can't fly. They basically like little water bugs, but them bitches can. Bad thing about them bitches, they populate fast and you can clean up. And them bitches like they eating each other or they eating the wood or something. Them bitches still be there. You gotta put boric acid and kill them bitches inside. So inside internal organs or whatever. They lining, they stomach lining. So boom. Up in Georgia, you got natural, and I be into this type of shit, like anthropology and all that shit. Fucking you got little German roaches, but they be outside. But them bitches can fly because they gotta get away. And so I say that to say it's hard for, like, for instance, when I first moved to Georgia, well, not moved, but when I first brought my shit up here, I had brought roaches like a hood nigga, ain't it? And the bitches survived for about 4 days. What it's like they died in so many kind of ways. I think if they died in 4 ways, you could say they died in 4 different ways. They died at my hands. They died at the cold. They died from the big ass spiders that be up at this bitch. And they died, well, it be all kind of spiders. Like even like little shit in Florida. Like I remember when I was in Ocala, you got some brown lacus and shit like that. Them brown lacus will fuck you up. Bitch, you see how, me nigga, I done been in the backyard, nigga, tarantulas passing my foot and shit. It's like, it is what it is, bro. But I say that to say, cause, yeah, man. Oh, let me stay on the subject, though. Let me get back to the news part. So, that was that. That was all lighthearted, right? Talking about the school system. Talk about that I don't believe in no politician at this point, bro. I believe in self governing yourself, meaning that understanding that you gotta adhere to these laws and be understanding who you trying to put in place. Cause You can say, like, for instance, you voting on a politician. Okay, I'm saying I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna do that, do this, do that. But at the end of the day, Bible been told you don't put your trust in man, but for the sake of it, you put your trust in man. This man all of a sudden got fucking shit behind the scenes. Mind you, he is basically sending the person to work for you. Mind you, that's what they're supposed to do. Go to Washington and work for you. And I advise everybody tuning in, bro, or tuning out, or whatever. Go look at The Distinguished Gentleman by Eddie Murphy. It's gonna give you all the fucking game. Like these politicians be rookies thinking they know, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna do this, do that. Then all that money get thrown. Now some of them know what they jumping in the game for. They didn't just jump in the game ignorant and not knowing what they in it for. But the ones who jumped in it for to be a change agent, they understand, damn, it's crooked on both sides. It's crooked under me. It's crooked over me. Where the fuck do I maneuver in all this crookedness? And it's like, it's the adage of like the movie in New Jersey Drive. I think that was New Jersey Drive. Or one of them movies where the nigga was like trying to sell dope or whatever. And the nigga was like, if I don't do it, somebody else gonna sell it to him. And so that gave the rationale. That's what niggas always use. Niggas like, if I don't do it, nigga, you gonna get it for somewhere else. It's the same fucking shit with politicians. If they don't fucking scam you, somebody else gonna scam you. Somebody else gonna goddamn take the money. Somebody else gonna misappropriate it. Somebody else gonna put it in their pocket. Somebody else gonna money launder it. And then these bitches come taking fucking Medicaid. They trying to take Medicaid now. Rich as a fault, setting record numbers, inhumane numbers, dog. I call it inhumane because ain't no way a one man should touch $1 trillion before motherfucking every hardworking man done touched $1 million. That's a fact, bitch. I'm talking about hardworking man. Any man that done put in whatever the fucking I'm talking and got motherfuckers that can vouch. Like one thing about me, one thing about Christopher, motherfucker tell you on any job Christopher has ever worked at, Christopher gave 1,000,000,000%. You feel me? Effort. It used to be a great compliment. It don't mean nothing. Nah, it don't. It's definitely not an insult, but it's more like an empty gesture. But when people tell me I'm a hard worker, I'm like, okay, I know this shit. Hardest worker I fucking know. My big brother the second and my daddy the third. So fucking, it's like that. You ain't gotta tell me that shit. What is at the end of that tunnel of being a hard worker? Because if you be a hard worker and not a brilliant thinker, or you don't know the system, or you don't know business and how to put a business together, how to operate a business, and do the least, or already be at a winning position to where you can finance it as a CFO instead of be the one actually making the moves, but you the one contributing and waiting for your payout. If you're not in any of these positions and you just a hard worker without the wherewithal or the knowing of how to advance yourself and become the boss, then motherfucker, you're a hard worker means nothing at the end of the day. It's empty. It means something to the motherfuckers alongside who you work. Oh, he works hard. But these days, we got a whole new generation. They don't give a fuck about how hard you work. Nigga, I don't want to be at no fucking, and I'm off subject, but I got to talk about it. I don't want to be at no job when I'm working with, like, niggas under 30. That's just a fact. Give me a job with niggas. I'm talking about if it's physical labor. If it's physical labor, you better not put me out there with no little 20-year-old niggas. Hell to the fuck nah. Only 20. I don't even trust no football players. Like, matter of fact, to the Lakers, let's make this switch this shit up. Cause I'm a nigga that got all kind of back neck fucking problems, and I ain't never been given no sustenance from the government. They ain't never gave me shit, right? They gave everybody else shit, and then they taking shit. And I'm complaining about them taking from other people. You feel me? People that I love, but motherfucking people that that's not me. What's up, Carpets Vlogs? Hi, what it is, man? Hey, y'all do video vlogs about what, man? Like carrot pots. My bad, I said carpets, carrot pots. What y'all do vlogs on, fam? But yeah, do a vlog on me, man. Do a vlog on my shorts. Rock Game Castro, very interesting life, fam. Like, and very interesting. Like I'ma just leave it at that. But um, I gotta at the end of the day, I gotta do a movie about myself one day. But it's gonna be the hardest shit to write. It's gonna be the hardest shit to write. But anyway, fucking point is though, man, if I had to do a job, put me out there with some 30-year olds. Don't put me out there with no 20-year olds, cause nobody, you gotta put me out there with people that value working. When I first, you know what I'm saying, when I seen my neighbors and they seen how hard I was going trying to fix my yard, make it look presentable. I wanted people to know, here lies a person that take pride. It's sort of like a dog when they pissing, marking your territory. I wanted the people to know, yo, oh listen, I don't want trash thrown in front of my shit. I want to be respected. I hate that shit. I hate that since a teenager. Do not be eating your chips and then you passing one of your neighbors in your community and you throw the fucking chips down on the fucking ground, and then you're the same motherfucker walking around telling me, I want to get out the ghetto. I want to move to a better place. Nigga, you the problem. The ghetto never was the ghetto, stupid nigga. You throwing trash on the ground made it the ghetto. You fucking goddamn not cleaning around your fucking home made it the ghetto. You got all the fucking dirt in the yard with the fucking three-wheel, a big wheel, and the motherfucking pit bulls tearing up the fucking yard made it a fucking ghetto. Nigga, I'm out the last part of me. Shout out to the pit bulls around the world. But that's what made it a fucking ghetto, nigga. It's about sense. Cause let me tell you how gentrification work, nigga. They moved to your ghetto. They fixed the shit that your fucking politicians never got fixed. And then your ass desired to live amongst them. That's how it works. And then it's not the ghetto. So ghetto is a fucking state of mind. It's a concept. You feel me? I spot cars. Oh, that's real now. You do spot painting. That's what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do that little masking. That's good when you can do the spotting because you ain't got to mask the whole car. You probably just focus on that one little spot. Matter of fact, before I might be off, so let me not go in on that. If that's not what he's talking about, he said spot cars, or he's the fucking tow truck driver. I mean, the spotter for the tow truck guy, something like that. They had a show like that. But anyway, on the next bit of news, bro, this Diddy shit, bro. I'm tired of hearing about it. If the shit is a domestic case, just go ahead and call it. Haven't seen nothing about a fucking Rico. At this point, I'm looking back and I'm watching as they taking from fucking poor people, casting all kind of shit against black people. And then they taking down all our fucking. At some point, we gotta be like white people and say, we gotta. You know how NBA 2K players, you got your untouchables. Now, I ain't Diddy definitely not an untouchable. I'm just saying, at some fucking point, we gotta establish who is our untouchables. You feel me, motherfuckers? We not gonna let you just tear down. You feel me? Because they got their untouchables. I'm not even gonna speak on their untouchables. That's how untouchable they are. But you know the motherfuckers that ain't gonna never get taken down in no kind of fucking bitch. They could be. They said it best what they could do in the public eye. So it's untouchables. So fucking if they got their untouchables, we gotta have our fucking untouchables who we feel we rally behind and we not fucking tearing down. Like I done made my Diddy jokes and rightfully fucking so. But at the end of the day, jokes. Reality of the shit is he's a freaky nigga with a little dick. With a lot of gay tendencies. It's sort of like the basketball players once again on 2K. You got the attributes, and then you got the tendencies. You got great, pretty sure dad attributes and great man attributes and shit, businessman attributes, but gay tendencies. And not just gay, but freaky. I ain't gonna call it gay. Well, he's wiping niggas nut on his chest. Yeah, that's gay. But at the end of the fucking day, that's just freaky shit. That's like it's really teaching motherfuckers who nasty like him what to do and teaching motherfuckers who not nasty or green as fuck. Damn, these pretty bitches be doing that? Cause it'll fucking run these niggas mind ragged if they knew what the prettiest girls of their fantasies is fucking doing behind the scenes. When reality is, this is a fucking lesson we all can learn because you judging this pretty bitch, right? You put her already on the pedestal, like she's so fine, she's so beautiful. I remember a nigga said that about my sister one time. And I was like, boy, she from the run them pockets. And this nigga don't even know it. He like, oh, your sister's so fine. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. And she dropped the boom on that nigga ass. Made that nigga pay the rent. Had that nigga buy my nephew some tablets. Buy her a Verizon at the time. This is way back in the day. And no. I'm going to tell a cool part. Well, it's a cool part. I guess you could call it that. So she made that nigga pay the, I'll do all that shit. Pay, turn her phone on. And then after she turned her phone, he turned her phone on. She fucking blocked that nigga. You feel me? And had like some, cause my sister always had gangster niggas. She had one of her like thug niggas tell that nigga tighten up, boy, don't come around my old lady, this and that. So played that nigga all the way to the left, cause he was like, oh, your sister's so fine. And I knew the nigga from school. This the point I'm making. Years later, she had a baby for that nigga. Life is fucking crazy. The same nigga she played, you feel me? And he ended up being an ultimate fault nigga. But that's another story. Ultimate point is though, dog, damn, why I said that? I probably can't. Yeah. End of the day, bro. Fucking no, he is though. But end of the day, man, I'm gonna stay on subject about this Diddy shit. We can't let them take our celebrities all down, bro. Like, let in our fucking face just do crooked shit, bro. Like, let's just talk about the Diddy shit, bro. This shit is the fucking domestic. I done heard domestic violence. I'm seeing motherfuckers get up there and testify about domestic violence. I seen that crazy video and fucking, that's it. But they not calling it that. So, I mean, if I would advise the defense, the team, like maybe they need to look at the lesser included. That need to be as a lesser included. And the jury need to get that in their instruction list because I don't understand how battery is in a lesser included and just drop the fucking Rico shit. I don't see nothing fucking like I thought an organized crime was the benefit and make money. Maybe somebody need to educate me and inform me on what organized crime was. I thought that shit was to make money. I ain't think that shit was to spend money and have sex. Bitch. Like, and then to say it's like because once again, it's just so much gray area in that shit that's unlitigated. Like if a motherfucking escort came to that motherfucker and they was paid for their time, but they end up having mutual fucking sex. Mind you, they've been paid in advance. They've already been paid. They don't have to fucking fuck. But if they meet somebody at the party that they wanted to fuck, how can you fuck? So it's to me up to the escorts. They got to call some more escorts and they got to say, hey, man, listen, I had already been paid. I met somebody on a mutual fucking occasion. Because I don't see how the shit is just organized like the crimes is going on. Now, if bitches was getting raped at the party, if minors were being brought to the party, these are active crimes. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Chinese migrants and massage parlor type shit. That's organized crime. And then the other part is, dog, let's look at this shit. Look at the Robert Kraft shit. Robert Kraft got caught in the fucking massage parlor. It's full jack-off disclosure. You feel me? Living his best billionaire life, which is fucking weird to me because if I'm a billionaire, I guess I kind of get it. I'm going to just say two parts of that. I'm a billionaire, bitch. I can import a whole fucking container ship of fucking bitches. Bitch, these niggas can do that. Yeah, they can. I said it as a joke, but they can. And yet, this motherfucker goddamn in a fucking massage parlor. You're a billionaire. You could be $100,000 nigga and motherfucking goddamn back page you some shit or whatever the fuck that's currently popping. And you can fucking do that. You're a billion. You don't even gotta do that. You're a billionaire. You got a Rolls Royce. You got a jet. You could just do any raw ass flex Pull up any local bus terminal, any local mall. You could just go to really like. I'm gonna tell you some shit too. You know how women. You know how you could tell the nigga in the club with the most money. It's the lamest nigga that ain't dancing that look nervous as fuck. That's the nigga in the club with the most money. The nigga who not dancing. He keep looking around. He holding on to his drink. He ain't fucking took a sip yet. He just holding that motherfucker. Just observing, watching. He's new to this shit. He looking at you almost like hooligans. Who are these niggas? I just came for some pussy. Damn, these niggas broke as fuck. I'm getting nervous around all this broke shit. It might get on me. And he's sedity as fuck. And hoe looking at him like he either gay or they looking at him like he just lame as fuck. And niggas definitely like that nigga green as fuck. But this nigga's really spotting who he want to spot. And if he spot the right one, he walking up. Hey, check this out. Da. You know how that conversation go. And it's out of there. So I say that to say he could have did a move like that. Mind you, he's Robert Kraft. He ain't got to do that. He goes in the VIP. Bitches is begging to get in the VIP. You feel me? Bitches is begging to get in the VIP. Nigga, so I feel like, and then they say the video got lost. The fucking video got lost? Come on, bro. So with that said, fam, and then mind you, Puffy ain't no billionaire, but he ain't no fucking $1 million nigga. He ain't no $10 million nigga. He a multi-$100 million nigga. You can't not just say, so they saying money ain't gonna buy you out of this, which is the biggest part to me, what frustrate me. Because I thought we lived in a country where money could buy you out of anything. We see it in our face every fucking day. We just seen the motherfucker get pardoned last year. This lying motherfucker, pardon me, he got cancer, so I'm not supposed to say that. You know, he done been had cancer last fucking 5 years, but fucking whatever. We just get played and lied to. I thought the White House doctor ain't supposed to like disclose. I mean, people ain't supposed to keep no secret. Like we supposed to be advised this shit as the American public. Ain't that a public safety concern? That mean to tell me that what that tells me is this: if there was a meteor about to hit this bitch tomorrow and whack us all, they not gonna tell us tomorrow until tomorrow morning. It's gonna be like the movie Deep Impact or one of the crazy shit. It's like they not gonna tell us. We don't got no transparency for real though. With all these cameras out, and when you got government officials that do give us transparency, they alienate them and they call them a treasonous or a person that's against the. All they shadow ban niggas like, and it's just so much, dog. This shit crazy, bro. This shit is like one big ass X-Files show right now, bro. Like we gotta get it together as a country and with all the secrecy and shit. You feel me? Like Trump Jr. was right. The motherfucker been had it. Ain't nobody disclosed the shit to the American public. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, but then that is to go bring up so many other questions, bro. You can't be president if you're over 55. I don't want to hear what you niggas got to say after that. Period. I don't care how smart you is. You could be presidential advisor. You can't be president. You feel me? You could be presidential advisor. So new rule, bitch. 40 to 55, bitch. 40, I feel like you got enlightened thinking. I feel like you're in your mental prime, 40 to 55. So that's where we at. 40, you seasoned and mature enough. Mind you, you're in your mental prime, probably in your 20s, but you not mature enough to understand that intelligence that you got. Once you're able to shape that shit, okay, that's where I want to be guided by a person that's between. I want not guided. I want who got the country because we all got ourselves, hopefully, but and accordingly. But 40 to 55, that's the range where I want a president to be at. Outside of that, I don't want you limping. I don't want to feel like my president can't fight. I don't want to feel like my president can't get in the I'm gonna just be honest, bro. We started this country off with presidents that was, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta go back and do my research. Somebody correct me in the comments. But wasn't George Washington in the army? Wasn't he on the front lines and shit? Wasn't he shooting that thing though? Wasn't he like getting busy? Wasn't he active? Ain't that what the YNs would like call active? You know what I'm saying? Shit, like it was up with George Washington. You feel me? And so when it was time to run for president, everybody like, oh, we been seeing him get busy. He been down. So like, I feel like, and I do feel that way. I feel like I hate to regurgitate this, but you shouldn't be president if you haven't fought in the war. If you never fought in the war, you shouldn't be president. That's just my new thing. I don't even care about the politics. I don't care if you know about politics. You're intelligent. You went to Harvard, or you just didn't graduate. You just came straight out of high school. If you fought in the war and you got like you got people that can vouch for you, like I'm talking about at least 10. I'm gonna say it need to be a number like how you need when you doing petitions and shit. I'm gonna say you need 2,000 people to vouch for you, and that's a lot of people. That mean people that seen you actively. I don't even care if they just seen you in basic training and they passed sites. They might have not passed and you did. Fucking I need people that can validate that you're not no Manchurian candidate, and then that'll be tight work. You feel me? I could see that. Because I need my president to have had bullets flying past him and to have let off some bullets and understand what war is and what violence, the ultimate violence is. So without understanding that, it's easy to make irrational decisions or not understand fucking these motherfuckers bombing a whole city with innocent kids and shit, knocking fucking blocks off buildings and shit, destroying bodies. Like, think about your precious, the most people you love and hold sacred. We would lose our shit if it ever happened to us. And we supposed to. We the strongest country. We ain't never been through that shit. So we supposed to lose our shit and be dramatic about something that's never happened. But motherfucking goddamn, though, could you imagine? That's where the empathy comes in, imagining, even though it never happened, bro. Like, these people, and like to understand fucking war and understand that they can drop a bomb and kill babies, then surely if they on the ground they can rape the women and kill the kids because they already doing the shit from the air. Like, you need to, oh, don't get me wrong though. We don't need no soft president. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying we need a president that say, oh, I don't want no fucking. Oh, we need a motherfucker that say there's that shit Trump be saying. Oh, bitch, we'll desecrate you, motherfucker. We'll wipe you bitches off the face of the earth, the map, the this, the that. We need a shit talker. We need all of that. But we need the full package. You know what I'm saying? Like, B2K got to be the one you love, got to be the one you hate. You know what I'm saying? We need to be all that. We need a president that embody, okay, I love this motherfucker, I hate this motherfucker. Nah, not really. You shouldn't hate your president, but you should. Other motherfuckers from other countries probably would hate your president because they'd be like, damn, he winning, he got no winning. So that's what I mean by love and hate. And we need a motherfucker that is hard enough but empathetic. If you don't have no empathy, that's the first quality to me as president. That's why I said fighting in the war. Because one thing about a war, and I'm a nigga non-military, but I'm from the streets, so I feel like any real street nigga done been in a war before. And that's my stance on that. So I'm a vet, retired. With that said, fucking I feel like damn ultimately, man, one thing about war, it unites. It is taking a rich motherfucker, it's taking a poor motherfucker, it's taking a black motherfucker, a white motherfucker, a gay motherfucker, a straight motherfucker, taking all this shit and meshing it into bullets flying at them and camaraderie to stay alive, to get back to their bullshit in America. With that said, dog, the understanding, it should give you the most biggest empathy you can have. So if you got that kind of empathy, you should be the only person valid to run for president. So I would like for all my presidents to have military, war experience, not military experience. I don't mean shit. War experience. Have been to war. Have had medals awarded to them, or being have 2,000 people that can validate, hey, yeah, you did this. You know what I'm saying? I need that kind of president. That's what I need. I need a president, really though. And I say that only because I'm looking for empathy from a president. I ain't saying that a president got to be a war-minded president. I'm saying I need a president that has empathy and understands shit. Understand, ain't no motherfucking way a kid gonna go to school and worry about a fucking meal. That should be the last thing on their mind. Last thing, that and gun violence. You feel me? At school. You can't even fucking secure the kids. Will make you. I remember when Columbine first happened, bro. That shit blew niggas' mind. I remember the exact. I was 13 years old. You feel me? I was in school. Mr. Todd, the administrator of the little. I went to alternative school. Y Chance, and Mr. Todd came out. He said, "Hey guys," he broke it down like one of our family members died. We didn't know what the fuck was going on, and he cut the TV on. And they talking about kids killed at Columbine. We never seen no shit like that. Before Columbine was the Oklahoma City bombing and shit. Shout out to Arlington Road, a hell of a movie. But fucking it was never no shit like that. Blew your mind. And now that shit is so fucking common. And you would have thought if the shit happened in 99, 26 years ago, with all the safety, and then these so-called gun laws, these motherfuckers got restrictions on who they want to have guns and who they don't want. All the motherfuckers that be doing these mass shootings got great. They never they always say universal background check. Ain't about no background check, bitches. About who these crackers let get the fucking guns, bitch. Because they motherfuckers who be doing these fucking mass shootings be legal gun carriers, bitch. So let's talk about it, bitch. Somebody jump in the chat and give me an A fucking man, bitch. If you really give a fuck, and if you don't give a fuck, which I really don't give a fuck. Cause it's to each his own, bitch. You gonna guard your life or you not, bitch. You gonna let a motherfucker tell you what you can have or what you fucking can't, and risk your fucking life getting taken at the hand of a fucking motherfucker with a fucking nah, bitch. You crazy as fuck. You'll be a fucking idiot to let any fucking man tell you what the fuck you can do and what the fuck you can't, and you supposed to walk out in the fucking world. And fucking, you got your family and shit, and motherfuckers you love, you gotta protect. And the bitch telling you, oh, you can't. But this registered goddamn cracker with all the fucking 30, 50, 60, 80 fucking guns, you feel me? Or this registered nigga with all the fucking 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. Bitch, you crazy as fuck. And it be the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be like, it's crazy because, like, low-key, it's one thing to put your hands in your life in the hands of an officer, but you putting that shit in the hands of many motherfuckers now. And you out in public and these motherfuckers has got it. And the government, like you wonder what the fuck really going on, bitch. If this shit was a problem in their neighborhood, bitch, just like they say the war on opioids and shit like that, bitch. What about the war on opioids, bitch? What about big pharma, bitch? You motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Shut all that shit down. Let's get the fucking herbs. If we ain't talking about herbs and then like actual real fucking shit that eradicate shit, like what are we talking about? Shit to keep people fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? Like that be the part. Like they got these. I ain't gonna even lie right now, and I'm gonna just make this point. Then I'm gonna go to some other news. I'm kind of disappointed. I want to stand on this real quick. I the first of all, I voted for Donald J. Trump. I don't regret voting for Donald J. Trump. I would say now, in hindsight, after the X amount of days, and it's still early, that I voted for him off of charisma and just being honest. You feel me? Like they say he ain't honest, but the motherfucker can't help but be honest. He's a me. That's why I voted for him. He gonna tell on himself whether you fucking like it or not. He could say some straight fuck shit, some stupid shit, some idiotic shit, but he's being truthful. That's all you can fucking ask for at this fucking point when you fucking got now your three motherfuckers tuned in hoping I glaze them. Bitch, I'm just being given an honest assessment. I told you I'm an honest person, motherfucker. Didn't you catch that? I'm doing the same thing my president who I voted for does. Give you some honest critique. You feel me? It ain't for no fucking the glaze shit. It's just to give it truthful. And I always think back to like, it's just to me though, like, I once again don't standing on my vote. That's what the point that I was making. I don't regret voting for him because at the end of the day, I needed truth. I needed something. Well, obviously, look what they put in our face, right? They put a motherfucker with cancer in our face, who's out on the way out, who knew he was on the way out, and then he didn't want to even accept that he was on the way out and pass the baton, even though she wasn't gonna win, and she had 2 years or 5 years to go against Trump. Let's get that out the way. Kamala had 30 years to go against Trump. Ain't no way in hell the America we live in, with all these crackers that be up on the news videos talking about stereotypes, the usual this and that. It's like we live in a world where white people got mental health problems. These motherfuckers want to hate us but want to be us. And it's the most conflicting shit they got to go through in life. It's like they whole dialogue. We living in a new era of white kids where their whole vocabulary and vernacular is our fucking wording. But yet, I don't know if it's internal, because like once again, let me tell you this real quick. And when I speak this shit, I'm not saying like no white people, all white people are racist and shit. But I'm talking about what you see when you get on this internet shit, whether this shit is across the world or just across the fucking country. You got these motherfuckers and you be like, yo, they wording, like even the woke. I hate motherfuckers saying, oh, these woke ideology. Bitch, what you know about woke? For real though, bitch. Why is you trying to jump on the bandwagon, take a nigga word, cause like for real though, and then flip it to what you want it to mean and shit like that, and then listen to all our music in the fucking club. I'm talking about some South Florida shit. I ain't even talking about no Georgia shit. I love white people in Georgia. I love white people I ain't gonna say most places. I'll be lying. Fucking South Florida, it's some different kind of white folks, bitch. You run into a couple of cool ones. But motherfucker, you run into, for the most part, some arrogant assholes that want to be you and hate you at the same time. And I think that's a microcosm of the country, which is motherfuckers that want to be a nigga and hate a nigga, steal a nigga identity and aura and everything about a nigga, all while trying to displace a nigga. Like, it's the most unique shit you ever seen. So, make sure your phone plug, back. Okay. So, fucking, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe we in a unique time frame right now where like I like when I rock with white people or white younger people, I like people to be authentic. You feel me? Like I like an authentic person. If I'm kicking it with a redneck, like perfect example, if I'm up here, I done had some great conversations 2 times with 2 older white gentlemen. One white guy told me to he said, cut your fucking music down. And I'm from South Florida, bitch. I said, bitch, what? Motherfucker, I just bought my house cash, motherfucker. No, pardon me. Lying like a motherfucker. I'm lying like a motherfucker. Pardon me. My brother even asked me, said, what you did? I cut my music down. I ain't gonna even lie. I cut my shit down because I couldn't see him. That's why I cut my shit down. He was coming from like parallel to me. And I don't know if this bitch on. Imagine me just turning, motherfucking, come on, that's stupid. So fucking, I had to see what was going on. And so my music was loud. I cut my shit down to hear what he was saying. And so fucking he's like, cut your fucking music down. And so I said, sir, mind you, older white guy, he like probably like down 70 something. And so fucking I say, sir, I just bought my, I'm talking popping my shit. Like, man, I'm a homeowner, cuz like it's just that different feeling. I first heard it from a white lady, maybe 2015. A white lady was complaining about somebody in her neighborhood in Western Florida. And she was like, they're renters. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? And this is a white lady. She's talking about other white people. And I didn't understand the role, any city, small town, big town, anywhere in the country, that you feel when you have vested interest, when you pay the property taxes, and when you fucking got, like, you actually have a plot of land. Fucking, you view your community different. It's literally like, you don't have to keep your money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason other than buying my daughter a grill. But you want to sit and wait for your money to fucking depreciate, or you want to put it in something that is appreciating. You feel me? That's for those who want a little knowledge and game. But point is though, so that's one aspect of taking your community serious. But the other aspect of taking your community serious is understanding, man, I'm here to win it. Like, man, if I win and the city wins, Well, if the city wins, I win, and if I win, the city win. Like that's how it's supposed to go. So kind of you okay, boo? Okay. So what you doing in there? Yeah, that mean you doing something bad. So hold on, let me come see what you got going. Yeah, don't tighten up. No, I see all this. What's that? Where the hell am I charge at? I'm gonna come get you right too, boo. Hold on, I say. Go get on your phone then and get ready to go to bed. It's plugged up. No, let's see. Let's look at it. Let me know what it is. What you see, boo? What you see? You see it? What? Good. All right, now look, it's really past your bedtime, babe. So if you're gonna be with daddy right now, then I mean, you don't get to run the show. Daytime, you get to run the show. Nighttime, when it's past your bedtime, you can't run the show. Otherwise, you gotta go to sleep. Okay, bet? Huh? That's a okay, right? I suppose that's a okay. Anyway, man, life is good. I think that ultimately. What are you doing, boo? You ready to go to sleep? What are you trying to do? So, boom. Yeah, freaking, that's why I think we at with politics. Well, it's like, man, just go for. I ain't gonna vote for no more because I ain't seeing no differences like I said, they all get bought out. We just gotta raise our families and educate our loved ones. I'm talking about academic wise and just um, common sense and life skills. Meaning that, for instance, saving. Motherfuckers like in money management. Like, what are you spending your money on? Like, hoes be out here buying these. Let's talk to black women real quick. I'm gonna talk to the black women because I'm a single dad. You feel me? So I feel like I can assess and critique a black woman better than any black man because I got the same argument when they talk about single mama shit. Don't get me wrong. First of all, I can't even critique them before I give a compliment. If you're a single mama, bless your freaking heart. It is the hardest thing in the world. So I'm gonna be careful with this critique because it's a mental test more than anything. It's like how do you ben, how do you manage personal life and parent life? You feel me? Like the kids is that I ain't with all that babysitter this and babysitting your kids. Like a lot of parents be sending their kids sleep at everybody's house and shit. You got me effed up. I ain't going for that. You feel me? So like baby gotta be with me or be with my mama. Outside of that, I'm not comfortable. I can't sleep. So and for a time when she was with her mama, I could be comfortable, but that chapter bender went away. So it's like shout out to the single mamas trying to balance the both. But at the end of the day, though, shout out to the single dads, cause like nobody gonna understand. We not gonna do things we done seen women do and we done experience. Like I don't. Any single man has, and I'm gonna start spelling, so y'all better get y'all grammar up. Any single man on KNOCKED, plenty of single women who got kids. NDCRIB with they BABIES around. So it's like I done had CHICKS try to have SEX with me in front of their KIDS while they was SLEEP. And I had to tell LILMAMA, we finna hit the KITCHEN. Otherwise, ain't nothing. You crazy. HE double hockey stick. You talking to a real man. A real man. Like, the coolest thing, I think my baby was a baby. I don't even know if my baby was born yet. It was something made the lady said. I think my baby was born. But she was like, it was in Little Caesars. She's like, oh, he a classic, man. And that was around the time the song, I'm a classic, man. Like, I would like to think, you know what I'm saying? We all got our faults, but I'm the most classic man as it could get. I'm glad when I bought my crib, it belonged to a one home owner who became an old man, who built it when he was young. I see the vision and I'm here to finish the vision. But it's like, put all his work. I love the older black people around me because I see what I'm aiming to be, which is old. You feel me? And, you know, like, I'm so classic because, like, I value, like, this parenthood thing more than anything in the world, bro. Like, I really do. Like, I value my legacy. I value what it means for my kid who, when I look in her face, I see my face. You know, like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When y'all having baby mamas and having babies and stuff, dang, I need that charge. I need that phone charge. Daddy, baby? Yeah. Do me a favor before you fall asleep. Go, stand up real quick. Let me get the other cord. Hold on, stand up real quick. Stay right there. What you say, boo? Alright. Oh shoot, I did that for nothing. What did I do that for? nice. I feel nice. One night.
Please try again. Where is the cat? Good. Where is cheese?
What's up with these motherfuckers?
Please try again. Where is cheese?
Hold on.
Good. Can you find flat?
What it say? Can you? Oh, that's great, man.
Queen.
Man, yeah. So,
Please try
and
again.
then let's see what else going on in the news. Damn, what my what's the name at, man? We finna talk about these
Please try
news
one
things,
more time.
and I'm gonna start getting things. Oh, let me let y'all know too. I'm getting things prepared, right? I like this setup because it's more like I want to talk about the people that inspired me, man. Like Uncle Holly. God bless Uncle Holly. Man, I love that guy, man. Uncle Holly was a solid guy. One of my favorite humans and one of the greatest three men, probably. I got to think about it, but one of the greatest three men ever. I think I did a live the other day and I was talking about the four women. If I was to craft four women, what would make my ideal version of a great woman? And it's crazy because Uncle Holly was married to one, and he was the perfect husband. You feel me? Hey, all right, come over here now. Come on, hey, yo. It's over here now because you could have been doing that in there, but instead you came out here and I'm making the video, so you came to be up under me, right? Right. So be up under me. Come here. Cut that off. I have it cut off. Cause like that's gonna annoy me. It's late. You're not supposed to be up. You could have did that in there, but instead you came to disturb me. I get it. I understand. So come be part of the what's the name? Come here. Bring me the thing.
How do you spell the word elephant? A. Apple.
All right, come on. Yeah. So freaking boo. You came to lay down. That's what you came to do. Lay. No, like you was before, babe. Thank you, babe. You want to go lay down and go to sleep in your room? Okay, so what's the issue? Let me know. What's the issue, babe? I want to talk about it. What's wrong? What's up? All right, you know. And see, that's what look. That goes. This is the perfect. What do they call it? Segue to what I was about to say. When you start learning your kids and like I'm talking about really learning them and understanding. Like this is for I'm gonna give the men some game. If anybody ever come back and look at this, you learn so much. Like perfect example. If me and my baby mama was able to had a baby before we dated, I'm talking about like if I would have been like at this point in life with my baby her age and me knowing like her in and out, right? I would have got along so much better with my baby mama because you get to understand, like, perfect example, when I look at her, I see my exact self, right? Oh, this is my, call it a little woman in me. All right, boo. All right, stop it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we mesh, like, you ain't never, since a baby, when my baby will always, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she'll bite me and stuff, like, just bite people. My baby always bit everybody. Little me and little baby scratch. Don't get to doing all that. Stop it. But people, I remember one time I was taking my baby mama to the hair salon. When I used to take her to the hair salon, the chicks in the hair salon used to go crazy, cause I'd be sitting there with my baby and just rocking. My baby be knocked out, and it was hard. Mind you, she used to cry a lot. Come on, daddy, baby, stop it, boo. Okay, it's doing the most now. Stop it, boo. All right, all right, bet. So freaking people will just be like be like, oh, he's so good with her, this and that. And it was like it was meant, man. It was like my little me. But you start to realize as time and as they get older, the other parent, right? And you be like, oh, her mama used to do that. And certain things your child will do, it'll extra annoy you because you be like, man, I ain't put up with that from your MAMA. What the heck I look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you're gonna put up with it for your kid. Like, that's the only person you're gonna put up with. But that's where the frustration comes in at because with your baby mama, you can kick her to the curb. You can't kick your kid to the curb. So you learn like, oh, this is how you learn to deal with the things you wasn't willing to learn with your baby mama because once again, you're not my blood. I don't owe you nothing. I owe this little girl everything in the world. I have to learn how to adjust and adapt. But I can't learn and adjust. I can learn and adjust and adapt to certain women, but I ain't finna learn and adapt everything about you. You supposed to come ready made. Shoot. Like you supposed to have had what she's getting, a father who can guide, who can be a leader, who can be a man, who can provide a roof over your head, who can cook for you, who can clean, keep a neat, very neat house. This house is looking like how I need it to look right now. I need it even more cleaner. I like to feel like when I clean my house, you think a little Mexican lady live here. I have the greatest compliment my mama ever told me about my daddy. My mama said your daddy cleaned the house like a little old woman. And I remember just know. And matter of fact I need to holler at buddy. I'm gonna holler at buddy. But fucking I might holler at buddy. But if I do holler at him, I would like to see him become that. If you can lift anything and you got the strength to do anything in life, whether I don't care what pain and affliction you in, clean your damn house. Keep your house immaculate, neat. Keep your apartment neat. You know what's so crazy? As I was painting my daughter's room yesterday, it healed the old wound. I'm gonna say the most craziest thing right now. I call it ignorant. When I was down in Fort Lauderdale last week, I passed my old apartment, and I always get emotional passing it because this is where I brought this little girl home as a baby. I painted her room. My apartment was y'all go look at my old videos on here. Y'all will see my apartment was immaculate. You would have thought you was in, I don't know, the Palisades, and I was in the projects. But from the time you open the door into my crib, immaculate. And I learned shout out to my homegirl Nicole, my little sis. I love you to death, babe. But one of the cleanest women I ever met in my life. And that's why I be teaching my baby. Because I'm like my little sis, my little homegirl, she disabled, mentally disabled, got autism. And I used to tell my baby mama this. I used to be like, I think I at this point if listen, if this the part that get me, either I got autism or I don't got autism. Because if I don't, then I got some other things that talk to my government about. But if I do, bitch, give me my motherfucking check, bitch, and you gotta give me back pay since I've been fucking applying since 18, nigga. Since 13, I think I first applied, man. So 90, bitch, you 26 years of back pay. But I say that to say because I'm from East. All of these stores deal with autism around me, and I relate so much. And I talked about it in the past, where on my other lives, where I had women with autism that I dated, and it's like we connected. It's sort of crazy because I hope that ain't the case. I, I cried about it one time too, but I hope it ain't the case where it's like that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, and he don't know. No, no, no. It's that, but I want to say another movie. It's a movie with Buddy. He was a psycho. I ain't definitely not comparing myself to him, but I'm making an analogy. He was a psycho. I think it was called Split, and he had like 8 personalities, and everybody showed up to this hotel, and they. If y'all ain't never seen that movie, go watch that. And that's a movie you get booed up with, get some popcorn. You want to scatter FEMALE ROMANCE your way into some DRAWS. Split will be the movie. You feel me? It's a raw movie, great cinematic. It's a suspense slash thriller and slash horror. And at the end, Buddy realized all these personalities that was killing off each other was him, and the psychologist was making him kill off all his split personalities. To I explained that to a female one time what a split personality was. I think I did it online too, but point is, um, these are the women that through life I had been connected with, and anybody paying attention to understand how I always gravitate back to the genesis of what I'm talking about. I know I sometimes seem scatterbrained, but I always gravitate back to what my origin is. So I say that to say, though I would think that the I dated these women in these situations because we're related. Well, the first thing is physical attraction, and the second thing would be freaking how do you mesh with people, right? And so to tell the story of my little sister, she was a great friend, went to middle school with me. We lived together at my apartment that I had for a long time. And she taught me the value of a clean woman. She didn't know that she taught me at the time. But she was a neat freak, kept her room immaculate. And every other living quarter around the house immaculate. And great friend. I love her to death. Matter of fact, I got a big picture, 24 by 36 on my wall, me and her on her birthday. And it's so funny. The last female that came in my career asked me what I plan on doing with that picture. I wish I would have told her then keep it forever. That's my friend. Matter of fact, I got a part of my house where it's me, my baby mama, and my jit. It's like a little, what do they call it? Little things where people have pictures. I don't want to call it a memorial, but they call it a little shrine. I got like a little shrine of when we was a whole family. I never I don't care like what woman I meet in the future if I ever fall in love or not. I'll never delete the memory of the family that I had. You feel me? Like I got my baby as that memory. I just wish my baby mama would have went and fell in the court like it talk about in the Bible. I presented everything to her. She wasn't with me long enough to experience me buying my house. But if she would have stayed on the court and understood the game plan, and it just hurts my heart. Like I know I'm giving myself the chance, or given myself already the chance to fall back in love and experience love again, and you know what I'm saying? I think right now I'm in that afterthought. When you're in that, I think after a heartbreak and disappointment comes the great intellect, the great thought process where you could think things through. Once you got a clear head, you got to cry about shit like today. I had to cry over this female today. My baby was asleep. I leaned over to see if she was asleep. She wasn't on me like this sleep, but she was next to me. And then I was able to just wail. Like I cried, cried, cried. And I was like, this girl did not want to get on the court, Lord. I tried to get this girl on the same page. She want to do what she want to do, Lord. Lord, I tried. And and I was like, it hurt me the most because I just knew. I knew. I said, boy, you ain't never had a love like that put on you. That was a hurting. That was a mental, that was a whole, it's almost like, it's almost like I had it's almost like I had needed that heartbreak because I hadn't been heartbreaking in a long time because I ain't fell in love in forever. I ain't met a woman I valued enough to fall in love with to break me. And then I did. And it's like that next step. It's like what don't kill you make you stronger. And I ain't gonna say she broke. No, I like that word. She broke me. She broke my heart. She broke. One thing about it is when you broken now in the reality of something physical, let's say an ornament, you break an ornament, you paste it back together. This shit'll never be good as the first time. But in the metaphysical, in spirituality and persona and who you are as a person, that shit builds character. It builds. I thrive. Like I got a new standard now. I told her she must have thought I was bull crapping. Oh, my baby sleep. No, I might start cussing again, and I can't even reach my drink for her. Ain't that a more? I'm about to pick it up on my feet. When this girl participated in working in my front yard with me, doing I'm talking about the slightest of shit. She wasn't doing nothing like I remember my stepmama doing, but it was so reminiscent of seeing mind you, I heard the story. My mama told me the stories, how she'd get out and work with my dad or whatever. But I was a baby. I can't remember none of that shit all before me. But to see my stepmama in action, probably once. I ain't see her do a whole bunch of times now that I think about it. But even still, to know that if my dad say, hey, woman, we finna go do this. And I'm just speaking like caveman saying woman, but they just call it for the sake of the sake. Woman, we finna go do this. And this is a physical labor shit. A woman get imagine meeting a female, like I'm talking to the men. I'm not talking to the YNs right now. This the grown man show. This the nigga that's approaching 40, over 35, or you got an old daddy. Only reason you should be a black man tuning in to me is if your daddy old and you're an old man, baby, and you got that old persona. Cause I'm talking about to the old niggas, man. Imagine meeting women that you know you can go cut grass with, and then she could get the weed eater. I'm gonna go cut this grass, and you gonna control this weed eater. I'm gonna give you something light, and we finna go get this money. It's crazy because like I don't know how other parts of the country. I just know my little South Florida bride kind of nigga ass went to construction sites in my 20s and seeing females, Mexicans always, doing stucco. The females, I used to say to myself in my head, they dudes gotta be so freaking nervous, whatever. Obviously, there was other Mexican men, but well, they probably weren't nervous because them niggas had skills themselves. But I would be nervous if I got a woman that could build a house, literally. All she needs is the material and some people to do some physical elements that she can't do it strength wise, but far as the wherewithal, she could do the stucco, she could do the plastering, she can do the insulation. Like I done seen Mexican women doing these men jobs that American men don't want to do. So the last thing myself want to see is a black woman be lazy. Like, don't get me wrong, raising a kid ain't lazy at all. That's a whole damn job. But I'm talking about that system of where you don't got it in you. First of all, like I said, all this shit meshes together. It starts with the government. I hate when the government try to make it like, oh, motherfuckers out here getting checks. This, that. No, it is bitches doing that, but they don't give a fuck. If they could get a little money off the top and then give it to the little guy, after that, they'll do it. But I'm talking about in the sense of the government be making it like, oh motherfucker, these these same bitches. I would tell you like this. I would bet my whole fucking life it ain't a politician in America that has physically worked as hard as me, ever, ever. I could give you one job And I can say that one fucking job, just the hazard alone, fuck just the physical element, but the hazard alone of working underground. How many motherfuckers worked underground before? How many motherfuckers work in lime rock is right there and the water is seeping through and that shit can fall and collapse on your ass? And you got, don't even get me telling you about all the roaches and the roots and the roaches with all of this. That's why it's so. That's how I knew I always was a country boy, even as a South Florida nigga, because like we got the Everglades, bitch. What's more country than that? And so it's like, all in all though, fam, it's like ain't no politician ever worked hard as me, but a bitch in a suit who ain't never raked their own fucking yard. That's another thing, dog. Like, if I do vote again, I ain't voting for no politician that don't rake their goddamn yard. If you got a lawn man, bitch, I ain't gonna vote for you, bitch. You don't even want to rake your own shit. You need to take pride in your own shit. I'm from an era where motherfuckers get out there and water their grass. Ain't no water on no sprinklers, bitch. They water that bitch from left to right. Walk that bitch over here, walk it over there. Maybe they get the little hood sprinkler that go left, right, left, right. But other than that, man, if you can't manicure your own fucking yard, I don't respect you. Like Kwame Brown said, bitch. That part, bitch. Show me you got some physical. I hate when motherfucker, and I really hate it. Like when I see like like older people. I'm gonna just call it fuck being secret about shit. I hear an old white guy say, "Oh, I come from a tough upbringing." Show me, prove it. Give me the videos and pictures. If it was too old, mind you, we're in a new era now. Well, bitch can't go back that far without video cameras being possible. But they just said they can. Nigga, show me some pictures. I need some witnesses accounts that you had a rough. Cause these motherfuckers got all these manicures and ain't never lift shit in they fuck life, making all these goddamn decisions on motherfuckers who doing the lifting lives. What the fuck we do that at? What's that about? For real, that's what ultimately this shit comes down to. And I'm a fancy nigga. Like, I want to be an old Palm Beach billionaire when it's all said and done. Bitch, like, I don't know. Part of me want to be that country boy to be able to have both. I want. I remember being in a town past Peach County. You got Peach County, Georgia, and then you got like the town that's west of Peach County, maybe 2 towns west. It's east of LaGrange, Georgia, but it's something. But anyway, I'm on a back scary ass fucking road in the rural Georgia last year, and out of the fucking nowhere like a mirage, rural fucking Georgia. Now, if you ever been through Georgia, I see a big ass mansion with French tile and palm trees. I swear to fucking God. It made me, it eased a lot of the tension that I had. Because I was like, where the fuck am I at? And I hate them roads that's like that in every damn state. I imagine when you get in the small town where the speed go from 10 miles changes every 5 miles. And you trying to keep up with whether the shit is 55 or 65. And you ain't trying to do no. Point is, somebody created a paradise. They got their own farm next to it where you can like, I don't know what they offer at their farm, but they do some shit where they making their land work for them, where they making a profit to the public, and they got their raw ass house next to it, but way off the road. I say that to say is where you build your paradise. I don't lost my point. Talking about that story. I was saying I'm a South Florida man. Oh yeah, I would like to. Sometimes I'm conflicted whether I would like to retire one day in Georgia or whether I want to be an old Palm Beach billionaire. Like Palm Beach fucked my head up a long time. A lot of places in Florida fucked my head up. Naples fucked my head up the hardest, to be honest. Palm Beach ain't got shit on Naples other than the fact it's on the East Coast where all the shit is at. Ain't nobody trying to be Southwest Florida. But if you was just talking far as the houses and the living, bitch, Naples is rich, then it get richer, then it get richer. You like, where the fuck is the middle class? If you want to see what they say we getting rid of the middle class. Well, then if we getting rid of the middle class, I mean, it's finna be a poor class and rich class. In Naples, bitch, you only see 3 classes. Rich, richer and richest. It ain't no fucking middle or poor class. Not in no Naples. A bitch living in Fort Myers or some shit and working in Naples. And so, but Palm Beach get that allure. You feel me? Like it's that East Coast, South Florida shit. You just can't. That Southwest shit though, something too. I don't know, man. It's either or. I guess it's your choice. But I guess since like historically a lot of New Yorkers built Palm Beach. Palm Beach was built off Italians. You feel me? The Jews. It's an old saying that is not taught anymore, but I'm gonna say it for the last time because I ain't gonna teach it, but I'm gonna say it. Chicos built Miami. Hispanics built Miami. Even though that's a fucking lie, cause goddamn blacks built Miami, but we talking about for the Miami we know of the cocaine cowboys, brought all the money, high rises, all that shit. Chicos built Miami. Jews built Broward. Fucking Italians built Palm Beach. Mafia shit. You feel me? Fucking that's throwback shit. Obviously things change, regimes change, was the politics change and all that other shit. But all in all, that allure that these places had of wealth, even working in these places a lot and seeing like the peaceful nature, like they got a part in Boca called is that Boca? I think it's Boca. It's called is that Whispering Poems? And I was like, Whispering Poems? It's some crazy ass name. That might even be part of Coconut Creek, and then I'm thinking of mixing that shit up with part of Boca. But just you know, I could see myself like I kind of lost my point. I'm finna end this shit soon. Now I'm just talking and rambling. But I want to say this though, bro. Wherever you at, cause I'm thinking about like my favorite restaurant in Palm Beach. My favorite Jamaican restaurant is literally, and when I say literally, probably 3 miles from Mar-a-Lago. So we talking about 3 miles, not even 3 miles, probably less than that, but 3 miles. It's the ghetto, and then it's Mar-a-Lago. I often say to people, man, you make your community, you decide your community. You feel me? You decide it. If I'm that close, I'm looking at it like, and if I'm a owner and I'm that close, I'm looking at it like an investment. Like, bitch, I'm this close, bitch. That wave gonna move over here, and nigga, my shit gonna be $1 million high. And if I'm a renter, I'm look. If I'm not overpaying, then I'm cool, bitch. I'm right here, bitch. I got nothing. I'm winning. But I'm thinking about how can I get some land in this vicinity because of that wave. But the reality of it is, man, and I'm gonna go back to my genesis when I was talking about it shouldn't be no man touching $1 trillion before any man clock X amount of hours on their job touching $1 million. That disparity right there shows you that this ain't no fucking free fair market, bitch. How in the fuck did you touch? Motherfuckers don't understand. $1 billion is $1 million 1,000 times. 1,000 times you made $1 million. That's a billion. Motherfuckers don't never get their life chance in they work. I'm talking about the hard work. I ain't talking about motherfuckers that took shortcuts. I'm not even, and I work harder than anybody, but I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that done been on the job for 30 years straight. Let's just talk about a nigga like my daddy real quick. I'm always dissing a nigga online. Let me give my daddy some flowers real quick. My daddy done had one job his entire life. I don't know a human, and please put in these comments if y'all know one, they had one job their whole life. Not two jobs. Don't get me wrong, I ain't talking about no little side jobs. I'm talking about one job they report to for 40 hours a week. For my daddy got his job at night. I ain't even say that. Matter of fact, yeah, I say to you. My daddy started working at his job in 1969. Maybe I need to make a story on this nigga. Nah, cause the daddy part where that nigga lack at, he lack on being a daddy. As far as a man, I definitely respect and honor and cherish and love and adore the man that he is. I would not be nowhere near the man that I am had it not been for my daddy. But being who he is just off of nature, my mama raised me and groomed a lot of shit. But his worth, I hope that that rubs off to, well, even if with my baby with autism, I hope, and I already see it. I'm hoping it still, but even with autism, my baby be making these hurdles, doing so great, and I hope that that's a embodiment of who I am, just on a genetic basis alone. But the point that I'm making is freaking thought my dad done been on the same job. He still got his job. If my daddy can hang on for 4 fucking more years, 79, 89, 79, 89, 99, 2009, 2019, 2020. This nigga would have had his job for 60 fucking years. You hear about marriages that long. Imagine all the women that nigga done ran through in that time. But point is, I'm talking about Negroes like him. That's a nigga that deserve $100 million. If the company has made whatever the fuck they made, he deserve you. How much? Let me ask any business owners or anybody come across this shit who gonna start a business, got a business, anything. If you got a nigga that's down for 60 years as your employee, never left, never switched up, no suspensions, no write up. Well, even if it's 60 years, you might get a write up. But fucking, it's been a work every day, never missed a day, so it might not be no write up. What do you get this nigga other than a piece of the business? Or is it? And cause I heard a female on Facebook say today, she said she was raised her life thinking that all you got in life is your family, but then she realized that when she got grown, all you got in life is yourself, which is very true. So if all you got is yourself, why say I'm gonna leave this piece of the business to this family member when I got this nigga that done worked 60 fucking years? Nigga, you got 20%. Easy. If not 50. If not fucking 100, I'll leave it to you like my jit. If you don't put in 60 years and my jit's been spoiled enjoying the fucking money. So ain't no fuck way, and pardon me, I'm cussing now, my baby sleep, that you can justify a man having $1 trillion. And if you do justify it, you shouldn't have shit to say about what a motherfucker who ain't got even $1 million doing. Or where they money going, how they get their money. You should just be some sneaky, happy little bastard counting all your trillion of fucking dollars. Not figuring out how you can fucking weasel another dollar out this broke motherfucker. You is a disgrace for that. And then not only you disgrace, you got little dick energy. Any motherfucking rich motherfucker want to see a poor motherfucker get beat into the ground. Pardon me, I got my jit with me. My bad. Yeah, and I wouldn't have noticed that that person didn't check that when I said this. I'm letting it flow now. But I know my baby, if I put her down right now, she gonna wake right up. So let me just control my mouth. You got little DICK energy. If you freaking want to exploit a poor goddamn motherfucker, you rich as fuck, you stealing all the money, you getting all the tax incentives, you know all the who's and who's, so you can always, you fucking exploiting the market. It ain't no free fair market because you motherfuckers inside trading like left and fucking right. That's all I watch is the fucking inside and trading fucking videos. Shout out to buddy what his name is, damn, I can't think of his name. He be exposing that. But, bro, at the end of the day, bro, it's all manipulation, bro. With men playing chess over other men's head and trying to set laws that they don't even damn adhere to. You can't tell me that abide by any damn law you don't abide by your damn self. You can't tell me that adhere to any law that I don't recognize, bitch. Because freaking, dog, at this point, dog, I'm starting to realize, dog, we in here with some damn, we got some scams at the damn top, and from the top to the bottom, and but the shit rolls downhill. I know you heard that before. So freaking, I don't want to be hearing about, like, I often said, dog, when the first person, I ain't gonna make that kind of like sovereign citizen conversation, But I will tell you a conversation with a great lawyer I had one time where he was talking about adhering to society, societal laws, and first you got to be a part of society to even adhere to it. And it's like and then renouncing citizenship, etc., etc. He was a step over everything. And talking to him, you got to talk to him in increments because it'll damn. I'm gonna use the word I just picked up. Let's see how if I can remember it. Damn, man. I just learned a new word last week. I wanted to use it so much. I've been using it all week. It's called it's not it's similar, it's like synonymous with flabbergasted, but it's called it's not flabbergasted. It's can't even think of the word. But anyway, point is, bro, damn, babe, you getting heavy. So, like, all in all, man, look at that daddy, baby. This is what life is about, though, man. She got all these glitter on me. My baby done got loose in the glitter today and playing in the glitter. Got it all in her house. Gotta take my baby high. It's that daddy house. I wanted her to have her mama house. I'm glad she got that daddy face. But she definitely got that daddy house. I love it, though. You know, a song made me tear up last night. I listened to Angie Stone, No More Rain in This Cloud. And that song's so deep. And I was thinking about, I read a comment on YouTube. Somebody was talking about 1995, talking about Tony Tone Tone, um, talking about just give me all your love, whatever it was in the movie, on the program or whatever it was. Oh, not the program, but the other movie with Omar Else. But I think that was it. But either way, it was. Buddy said in the comments, he said that times like that it hurt to even remember because it was such a beautiful time. And I think about 1999 was one of the greatest times of my life. Between 98, 1999, 12 to 13, as far as like the music, that's when I first heard 400 Degrees. I never forget like hearing that. Like, that's me and man, huh? No, my bad, that's huh. But 400, what song I can't remember. I mean, I'll never forget when I heard it for the first time. Got a 98 Mercedes. Uh, got a 98 Mercedes. You seen that 98 Mercedes? I can't believe this embarrassing. I supposed to know this song word for word. 400. You see me at East Sleep Talk Route. You see that 98 Mercedes on TV? Boy, I bought that. I had some family charges. I bought that. The stitches on return, the steel was bought back. Nigga do some things to me, Woody. I caught that. I punished them a little bit before they could carjack. Now I looking for my partners, all that. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Nigga disrespect me, I'm being all black. Coming to buy some back and all that. And drunk, ride top down, so we let the trucks park. In the Jeep, ride 4 deep. I booted up and them niggas claiming they know me. Ooh, it was the whole lingo. I booted up at them. And it's so funny because booted up changed in Palm Beach. Booted up in Palm Beach. I had a little chick, one of the rawest chicks I ever met in my life. When she used to tell me booted up, that means she ready to get NAKED. And then she'll boot it up. And then she meant for that me put my boots on and put my boots on the ground. But freaking so that was that. I never forget that song. I never forget Jesse Powell. Damn, my baby head is my head heavy as hell. Freaking when Jesse Powell first came out, that you the way you touch, the way, the way. It's safe to say 99 probably was the greatest music era ever. You had that. You had that David Hollister. Mind you, I thought I was grown when I was 13. Like I said, I was in this school, so I was going to the library every day, trying to find grown women to really holler at. And freaking that Dave Hollister was, I was like, See, let me go. It's so funny running into you. It has to be 3 years since we last seen each other. Many thoughts that come to mind. I to find someone who makes me feel like one other. I don't know, but yeah, seeing you remind me of the nights I used to beat it up. I would do it again, but I can't. Everything is different now that I finally had settled down. I became a one woman man. All I need is my baby, yeah. Like them songs shaped the nigga, man. Like had me like thinking I was so grown. Jaheim, Jaheim had a song back then. Well, he had a couple songs, but that Ghetto Fabulous, that song still made me tell when the girl said, "I love you, daddy." Way before I had a daughter, I love that moment. And to hear my own child say it, and he said, "The birds are beasting in the hood, Jaja is tonight." Well, it's all gravy, baby. Shots get fired, but don't shut down the party. Who's that? No, hey, like nigga, cars on with the times, bro. Like, man, don't hate on us. We fabulous. Like, man, mate, and it was that. It was man, I can't even tell you, man. Like, it was that. It was oh, but that was like when I was 15. That's a little bit later though, right though. But when Jagged Edge came out, that I gotta be the one you love. But I'm only talking about the 90s though. That 99 era, Tracy Spencer. I, I try to be the one for baby you. You never was enough of what I do. That's why I'm leaving, cause it's all about you and not about me. That's the women problem now. You don't learn that until you get older. That was one of my songs back in the day. It is all about me. If I'm the one winning, if you winning, then it's all about you. I could live in your world. But one of us got to decide who world we're gonna live in. We don't get to do this unanimously or mutually. You live in mine, I live in yours. Not unless we on mutual terms. But if we don't meet each other on mutual terms, economically, intellectually, all these things, so one of us got to live in the other one world for this to be productive. I can't follow the blind, and sure, I wouldn't ask you to follow the blind either. You feel me? You got to be in my world, I got to be in your world. We can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be damned if I let a chick misguide me. Like, most definitely. I play a little play for a little bit. Might even take a slight L in the sense of wasted time, this, that, exposure, showing bitches shit they shouldn't have preview to seeing, etc. And that'll never happen no more. But I'm saying just these things have happened in the course. But you start to learn that one of us got to be in one of each other world. You feel me? And you can't live in mine or I can't live in yours. It's got to be one or the other. And if you broke, hoe, what I look like living in your broke world, bitch? I don't want it. It's a nightmare. So that's how that go. And whoever looking at this shit right now, I know you're looking. You just ain't tuned in where it can show your face. Yeah, bitch, you can give a like. You just got you some game. But all in all though, that's where we at with that, fam. And I think I got a good topic. I had so much stuff news wise I wanted to talk about, but I think I done vented and feel better. I basically took my stance on what I'm ultimately saying is I'm not satisfied presidentially with what I'm getting from my president, but I'm satisfied and confident that I voted for only two choices. Mind you, 2 out of 300 million. I've been complaining about that way before the last 4 years, 8 years. I've been complaining about that since common sense was around and I knew about presidents. I said, why we only got two parties? Why we only running for like how How do these motherfuckers like? It's never George Bush, bless his heart, Jr. was the first president. He was the president during the right time for me, because he taught me everything I needed to know. He was the most interesting at the time, if not still the most interesting president of all time. He used to say the darnest things, and I used to be like, "How in the hell you gonna convince me at the time, a 14-year-old, that this is the best pick person for president?" He got so many comedy skits. He got a blooper that nobody can rival as far as president. He shat in the food every damn day of his presidency. And it's like, you know, but, in hindsight, I'm old as shit now. 25 years later, bless George, I could look at all that shit comical. I used to be getting pissed about it. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I used to think like America was like a race. I used to look like, I used to think like America, the country, was like the Olympics. And I used to be like, we gotta win in everything: global trade, GDP, this, that, scholastics, first to this, first to that, moon, Mars, all of it. I was cheering like a big ass cheerleader while the country was being sold. And my black patriotism didn't earn me shit but the opportunity to get spied on and examined closer. And so it was like, but with that said though, it fucking that president brought understanding to me to at least pay attention to what's going on. So I've been actively following politics heavy. I used to lean heavy on that MSNBC shit, and I fell out of that a long time ago. But it was just a channel that was convenient, soft on the ears, because Fox News was just belligerent, impossible to listen to. They don't lighten their little position, and plus, niggas is so fed up with the Democrats that even without them lightening stance, they seem a little more bearable. The fact they always had that guy Warren on Fox News, I thought that was always a great element. He was always there to hit the buttons when they needed to be hit. I never looked at him as an opportunity. He would have been. I looked at one as what I would have been current day if you would have put me on Fox News. Had I had the tone to keep it professional and not say the C word, because I know Tucker Carlson would have brought the C word out of me very fast. Him and Bill O'Reilly. But it's so funny. Let me tell you something unique, because white people like your family when you live in America. They're your family. Don Imus, right? He called the black girls of South Carolina championship team a bunch of nappy headed ends, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But he said nappy headed. If he ain't calling nappy headed niggas, he's calling nappy headed something. A a cracker like him, and I'm saying it for the sake of the sake, a cracker like him, he could never get under my skin. And I'm gonna go back to that story with the man telling me to cut my music down. Because I look at him as, it's like, don't get me wrong, he might be the same age as Bill O'Reilly, but it's two different kind of white people. You gotta know how to distinguish them. Don Imus is a prejudice. I look at Bill O'Reilly as a racist. It's a big difference. Prejudice is, yeah, that bitch checked out because they too stupid to get the point. Prejudice is a bitch who been misguided their whole life and they didn't have the intellectual fortitude to overcome it. They just stuck to what their parents taught them and what their environment was. They never overcame it. A racist is a person who is super in. I don't know. I don't want to use the word super. That's giving them too much props. A racist is a person who is intelligent enough, and that's why I said intelligent enough, because the IQ might drop off at a certain level, but you have racists who are genius. There have been racists throughout American history who were intellectual genius, which made racism more successful because you had a genius operating at a racist platform of their workings and their dealings. With that said, when I look at a Bill O'Reilly, if I had to measure who was the smarter guy, I'd rather use Tucker Carlson because Tucker Carlson get under my skin more than anybody on media history, in media history. Tucker Carlson embodies every goddamn. Listen, we all got flaws. Black people got a whole bunch because we've been fucking slaved, raped, manipulated, molested, every fucking thing in this country, and nobody gives a fuck. And then want to tell us about fulfilling the usual stereotypes when these bitches ain't did nothing to cure our mental fucking disease that they cause. With that said, though, if I had to look at a Don Imus and a Bill O'Reilly, I would give Bill O'Reilly the credit of saying he looked like he could maneuver intellectually. He could do more critical thinking than that guy can. He can dissect something and be a little analytical to look at things from this side and that side. And when you got people that are smart enough to do such, and after closely examining all the effed upness, like take a professor, right? I read a book a long time ago. I wish I would have kept that book. I don't know what the hell it's at. I would have took that library fee for that book. It was a book on slavery, and it was talk about college and the close ties college has with slavery. People never think about these colleges, whether it be University of Georgia, whether it be University of Florida, all these old ass colleges that been around when slavery was around. Think about it. They be bragging on how old the university is and shit. Okay, that means your university was around when slavery. What was you motherfuckers' position? Or they came into secession shortly after slavery, but was financed, and that's what this book was that I was reading. It was the secret financing of the origins of these colleges, financed off the back of slavery. This higher learning off the back of niggas you telling they can't read a book, only to turn around and take this higher education and tell these niggas, look at how you act. It's the biggest slap in the fucking face, cuz I kid you not. That's what I mean by racist. It's a motherfucker that's intelligent enough to look like everything is obscure, and meanwhile everything is formulated and crafted to keep your punk ass black ass down. And you got a person. I'm gonna tell you the most dangerous races, and I'm gonna end this chat. The most dangerous races is an intellectual with emotional intelligence. An intellectual who can do something intellectually racist to you, but have enough emotional intelligence to play stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, no, dude, no. No. I've never heard of anything like. And let me tell you, man, I'm gonna finish my point. I'm gonna keep it moving a little forward. So the old white guy who came down on me in Georgia told me to cut my music down. We ended up having the greatest conversation. Once we got in, once I said homeowner, he looked at me different. He like, oh, this is a nigga who values his community. Not that every homeowner does, but he looked at it as, I ain't came here to play. I ain't came here to fucking hunt no deers and shit. I came here to boss up, maybe start a farm, but really start an empire. And really, I came on a personal note. I came to Georgia because Griffin remains prominent in Georgia. Like my thought when I first, in mind you, I'm a Florida Gator all day. Being here at Griffin Stadium, you feel me? But and Georgia playing Sanford Stadium, you feel me? But no, they playing Sanford, Florida. Hold on, let me see the name of. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they do play at Sanford Stadium. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they do play at Sanford Stadium. But when I seen there was a Griffin, Georgia, I said, oh Lord, bitch, this shit was me coming home, nigga. Griffin, Georgia, nigga. Nigga, it couldn't have been more scripted. It couldn't. My shit. I don't. I erased all the slave shit. Understand this Irish name. Understand it's more than likely after some Irish white guy. This fuck all that. Griffin, Georgia. My shit. Name gotta be prominent. First got to the city where I'm at and seen Griffin on a nigga. Nah, this guy would never vote for this guy again. This guy's a fucking crook. But point is, damn, I seen that name. I said, oh boy, you go ahead. Then I seen Griffin Construction. I said, look at this Griffin shit, nigga, yo. So that self pride is a big reason I moved to Georgia. Like that Griffin name, like I didn't never every time I for my whole life, and it was not a common name to me. It wasn't no uncommon name, but anytime I ran across a Griffin, like, I always got ecstatic. You feel me? I'm like, oh man, I want to talk forever, and so that was big for me. And I want my baby to know that like she gonna have to be like how Jada Pinkett was. She kept that Pinkett. Shit, that Pinkett never go away. The Griffin never go away. Matter of fact, my baby get married, man, got it. Look, she gonna slop. What I was gonna say? If my baby get married, and they gotta take her last name, bitch, that's part of the clause. I'm writing that shit in with the house, life insurance, the whole nine shit. You, this is all predicated on you keeping your last name forever. We running this Griffin shit up because that's where we at. That a pretty baby. And so, like, that's what it's about, man. And so, I guess, I was able to reconcile that part about the man telling me cut my effing music down. Ended on a great note. It was so funny because he didn't want to leave. I finished pumping my gas, been cutting my music down, and he just steady talking to me. We talking about fishing and I'm trying to find a like we talking about. It went from just cut my fucking music down to a long ass conversation. And that's when I knew moving to Georgia was the perfect thing. Well, that's the thing. I haven't moved to like I'm foot in, foot out. I want this shit like it's so crazy. I guess this leading to me talk about more shit, which mean I got to sit up for my drink. I'm the same way they got some shit in Texas. Please don't tell me my baby done knock my shit over. Same way they got some shit in Texas where they say don't California my Texas, and I'm a Florida nigga saying this shit. I almost want to say don't Florida my Georgia, in the sense see in a way, a lot of ways this shit need to be Florida, but in a lot of ways I want this bitch. I wouldn't have moved here if it would have been Florida. I love the American feel, and like people want to know how does a black man, what does he mean by American feel? Because when white people say American feel, that usually mean I love all the white people around. So how does a black man mean it when he says he loves the American feel of Georgia? I love the American feel to know that anybody I speak to know how to speak English. That's the first thing. Bitch, I ain't gonna be nowhere where I feel like I'm the only nigga that know English and I feel like, God damn, bitch, can I get an answer? I remember one time I was in Miami and I went to Sedano's and shit. Was that Sedano's? That was a long time ago though. But baby, you gonna have to lay down because I'm not a damn mat, baby. You never gonna be comfortable fucking with that. Put my baby up. Daddy, baby, what's wrong, boo? Let me keep the light on. Oh, I'm making a move. Hey, any single dad retreats, bitch, I might make me a single dad retreat, bitch. But well, like that's what I need. Like you know how they got like gentlemen's club, but some shit that's more elegant than gentlemen's clubs. Like then, like I don't want to just see no women getting naked, but like a place where a man can really come and just be like on some king shit for real though, like some fly shit, treated like a king from the time he stepped through, type shit. Like I would love for it to be something like that, where a nigga can really, cause nobody got no love for the single, not no love. Nobody got like I heard a dad say nobody. He said Father's Day motherfuckers don't give a fuck by, and I been seeing that. Like Mother's Day, we go nuts about it, and rightfully so, cause, but we only go nuts about that shit. Well, we still go nuts about it. I would imagine that dynamic still stay present even with what you call it, fucking like older, like I don't say no older, but like with that same family structure of a white guy and his family and shit like that. He might been or a black guy. He got a family. He done been a daddy for 30 fucking years, holding his house down. But everybody go crazy on Mama's Day. Daddy don't get shit. You feel me? So it's like even when there's you a single dad, nigga, I don't see no programs out for no single dads and shit. Like and another program need to be out too. Before I was a single dad, and I was just a hard working ass single man living trying to pay my rent. I'm like, yo, what's the government subsidies for a nigga working 40 hours? And I could show you at the time, after these 40 hours, I ain't got enough to pay everything, bro. Like, how's I'm supposed to live? Like, we live in a disrespect. Like, our government got to start disrespecting us, dog. That's really what it is, dog. Disrespecting us through these policies that they be writing and shit. Because you can't tell me that. I've been, there's so many different ways you can apply the shit. Oh, you make too much to give. Excuse me. You make too much to get food stamps. Make too much to get food stamps. Make over to me $50,000, $60,000. You make over 50, 60 bands. Okay, you make too much. You can buy. And even then, if you make 50, 60 bands, I would give your ass partial food stamp. I give you $100 a month. You feel me? Boom. That's $25 a week when you kind of think about it. But that's a little something. Here, pick me. If you know how to shop, that showed me that if you really living on a budget, because you'll know how to shop, you'll know what meats to buy, like what meat plans to get. Like tonight, I got me some. I locked up and got me some reduced price Purdue chicken breast. You feel me? And I know with that chicken breast, I can make 2 meals out of that shit. Whenever I see meat, how fucking pause. However I do fucking, and I don't play the pause game, but that even sounded kind of crazy. I always look at how I'm gonna judge how many meals I'm finna make. So for instance, if I see some chicken breast, I could say, okay, one of them shits is gonna be chicken Alfredo with the broccoli, and then the other one might be like well, I just discovered a new meal, chicken and chili. You feel me? Where instead of using hot dogs, you're using chili meat, like the refried beans or some kind of pinto beans or kidney beans or whatever. But make your little chili or whatever. And then with the chicken, throw some cheese in there and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit you can scratch chicken out to be. That's why when they say it's so funny, they say, "Oh, black people love chicken." Yeah, because you motherfuckers had us as slaves, motherfucker. We were poor. We was getting the goddamn chicken back, bitch. Motherfuckers want to know half the shit to eat. Even black people want to know half the shit to eat. If we weren't slaves, bitch, you was making us eat the oxtails. Y'all thought that shit was funny. You're like, nigga, go eat that damn cow booty. And that cow booty was good as fuck, bitch. But motherfucking odd 100 something years later, motherfuckers looking at this shit as gourmet now. Now that they know about it, bitch, the fucking oxtail you can't even afford the bitch. Now you got niggas making ghetto oxtails with turkey neck. You about to make return this shit to comment album. You make that ghetto oxtail with the turkey neck, you throw that little browning over that shit. You feel me? That's gonna get that browning effect. You want that bitch to taste like a little oxtail. You put the ox. Well, you don't have to use the oxtail season. You just do it like you would prep some oxtail. Cut up some carrots, cook it with some butter beans. You feel me? Let that little gravy get. Ooh, I ain't gonna give you niggas the game. I'm like, shout out. Oh, shout out. Like I say, I was raised by like I was raised by my mama. That's pretty much the only person I get a credit is raising me. But the people who played a hand in raising me, my daddy had me for 4 years, 3 years, 3 to 4 years. My auntie played a big early role in my life when my mama was always working because my mama had to work in order to pay off her house. Bust her black ass to do it. Ain't no $1 trillion for her. Ain't no $1 million at the end of that tunnel for her. What I'm saying, this shit is a fucking ripoff. I don't want to hear about no motherfucker making no trillion. I don't even want to see these bitches on TV. If you fucking goddamn get $1 trillion before everybody that done worked their ass off for all these years touching million, and you got an opinion on how they get their money, you should be somewhere fucking high end, dog. Like, I feel like I just stole some shit. Ain't no fucking way I got $1 trillion and motherfuckers out here starving. And I'm like, yo, cut that shit. We cutting that. Cut that shit too. We cut. Like I said though, I ain't even stunt though lies. Pardon me. Low key behind the scenes, I'm kind of happy about the shit because I was like, we need to see. I hate that word oligarch. If I ain't heard oligarch 10 years ago, bitch, I don't want to hear it in 2025. Where the fuck was these oligarchs at in 2000 and shit, bitch? When MTV Cribs was popping, bitch. Fuck, I ain't hear no nigga saying, yeah, man, welcome to my crib, bitch. I'm an oligarch. No, man, fuck nah. I don't want to hear about no oligarch. You know, other word don't went away low key. We didn't even know this went away. Bitch, I could be chopping sessions if this shit is a comedy session. Insurgency. Remember we used to have insurgents back in the days and shit, bitch? About 2001, we had a lot of insurgents. I was like, bitch, it's some medical professionals out here, nigga. All these surgeons around and shit, nigga. Afghanistan had the most surgeons in the world. Nigga, every time you cut on the TV, insurgent, insurgent, insurgent. I was like, bitch, this bitch had more surgery than me, and I done had a lot of surgery. Bitch, that shit crazy, bitch. Insurgent, insurgency. And so we don't even got no word insurgency no more. That's the first thing you did. And so, hey, I want to regard something. I want to say something. One of my I'm gonna call him a unique friend. I got a unique friend. He in the media lane, right? I fuck with bro. I fuck with him. I do. But me and him gotta have a conversation. I feel like he's such a real nigga. I don't I don't know if he's such a real nigga. Pardon me. Let me back up. And I'm gonna say some crazy shit real quick. And this out of respect for bro. It's a nigga in the media world. I'm gonna make this very quick. I got so much respect for him that if we ever met, if he was a cool with it, and that's why I'm putting it out now. We gotta fade. We gotta bump. We gotta like literally fade. You feel me? And then get all that toxicity out. You feel me? We keep it so private. Nobody sees, no cameras, just me and that person. It's a gentleman fate where I'm not trying to kill you. If I get the advantage, you're not trying to kill me. I gotta trust that you're not gonna try to kill me if you get the advantage, such and such. It's just a straight up fade, like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the fade out the way, bitch, hey, we can be the best of buddies. You feel me? Cause some of the best friends, well, one of my coolest homeboys back in the days, bitch, we fought. We had an epic fight. Niggas were trying to book money off of us. Nigga, we had an epic. Our fight was epic. And we had so much fight. We had so much respect for each other after the fight. We were scared of each other. He ain't gonna, I'm pretty sure he grown enough now to admit it. I'm grown enough now to admit it. I ain't want to fight that nigga no more. And he ain't want to fight me no more. But everybody wanted to see us fight again. And we pieced that shit together, and then I'm like, man, how about this? The niggas, low key, how we played that shit was. So I fought a nigga a long time ago, right? It was an epic fight. Niggas came out to see it. So now niggas was mad that he missed it or whatever, whatever. Mind, this is way long time ago. Jit, jit, jit. Jit, jit, jit. Teenage jit. Fucking, bum. So them boy try to reset that shit up. You feel me? Like, hey, y'all boy go at it again, boy. Y'all finna fade at the park. Y'all finna go to St. George. That was the part in my neighborhood. I'm from Parkway, you feel me? So like y'all boy finna fade at St. George. Okay, boom, niggas trying to book money on the side, this, that, and the third. I'm nervous as fuck when I hear the nigga want to fight again. Cause I ain't gonna even lie. At the time of the fight, I thought I won. I thought under the circumstances I won. I thought really I won, period. But under the circumstances I won, I'm gonna just talk about the fight because it's so long ago, and I don't even what do you call it? Promote this type of shit, but it's just for the sake of telling the tale. Fucking I might got to re up on my little joint. My baby and I fell asleep. Boom. So fought a nigga a long time ago. We used to have this shit called the chat line back in the days, right? I'm gonna pop my shit a little bit. And so that's my nigga too. He had one of the coolest names in the world. Matter of fact, if I have a son, I got two names. If I had two more sons, I got two names I want to name them. One name I'm sticking to. I ain't letting that shit go for nothing. But the other name, I'll name my shit after bro. Cause bro had one of the rawest names I ever heard of. I ain't gonna even say his name. But anyway, fucking so yeah, boom. Man, a nigga we had out. So it was a chat line. So the nigga had a cousin. I'll never forget her name. I don't even want to tell the full aspect of that story, but it was a wild story. So the nigga like he wanted to shoot me to fade. Chat line was over the phone. This way, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna call these granddaddy hours, you feel me? Hey kids, I got a story to tell y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sit in my kitchen and pop my shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so check this little raw story I got to tell y'all you did. So back in the days, dog, get me a little drink. Welcome to the Rock Game Castro show. You now rocking with the greatest. You feel me? And so when they used to have this little chat line, me and this nigga got in an argument over the chat line. And niggas used to argue in the little chat room all the time. So let me back up real quick. Before they had like social media and you could see a bitch before camera phones, they had virtual reality through a telephone system, which I ain't gonna even stunt, bro. If I had my money right, bro, this for any rich nigga, dog. Like, I don't know, this had to be a government test. I know it was a government test because you can't tell me why they had a chat line then and then they ain't got a chat line now. Like, bitch, the chat line was a phone number you could call and it'll start just like that. I'm finna take y'all niggas back real quick, man. So let me do some shit like that. Hold on. Let me just take y'all niggas back real quick, bitch. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna grab the portable phone on you niggas, bitch. Bitch, you have your little phone, right? This before cell phones out, ain't it? Bitch, you like, damn, bitch, you any night. But let's just say it's a Friday night. On Friday night, you're not even finna get through. Saturday night, you're not even finna get through. Fuck that. Say less. Tuesday, bitch. Boom, boom, boom. 954-870-8880. Oh shit, I'm gonna give my motherfucking number out. Pardon me, bitch. No, bitch. 954-660-7766, bitch. Or 954-660-7771. Or 954-660-7776. So, bitch, these the chat line numbers. So that shit'll come on. You be like, check it out, bitch. Let me do my acting skills, bitch. I'm finna get me a bitch, man. I'm finna hit the chat line. Want me to hit the chat line? Say less, bitch. Hold up. Got you right now, bitch. 660-7766. You've got the Miami Zoo for front room. No, you've got the Miami Zoo for front rooms. Press 1. For bulletin board, press 2. For CB, press 3. Personals, press 4. For voicemail, press 5. It was something for 6, and then for back rooms, press 7. Bitch, I'm finna hit these back rooms, bitch. 7. Front rooms be loaded with motherfuckers who ain't never even caught the shit before. So you like, I ain't going in the front rooms, hitting these back rooms. So front rooms is rooms. I swear to God, I gotta write a movie about this. This shit used to be live. So front rooms is room 1 through 9. Rooms 10 through 19 was back rooms. You feel me? Oh Lord, kid. You got motherfuckers from Philadelphia. It was all East Coast. I ain't never heard no West Coast on the shit. Nothing even close. It was from what I knew we used to get on the chat line that I ever heard was everything New York City, all the 5 boroughs, Philadelphia, Philly, whatever you want to call it. Maybe Washington, D.C. I think D.C., Philly, Atlanta. I don't even think I heard motherfuckers in Orlando on the shit, dog. It was like Miami. They chose like 5, 6 big East Coast cities and was like, let's listen. Let's. How can we wiretap all these niggas at once? Get these niggas a fucking chat line and talk all this shit. And so, boom, you could be private in the back room, boom, with a bit. You chopping it up. She say, oh, go private. Oh, that means 36. You got to press 36. So if you're in the back room, then you got to press 36 real fast. You feel me? You press 36. Matter of fact, I got the Facebook out. Bitch, I ain't did a Facebook live yet, nigga. Cause this YouTube shit, I don't wore this shit. And I'm kind of up right now. I feel kind of good. I'm about to get on this mad. But, goddamn. Oof, sheesh. Tough. But, yeah, so bumps. They be like, press 36. You know what's so crazy? I was legit on that shit. So like, I'm doing the most, right? Playing hating that shit, bitch. I had a nigga. I mean, I could be in the room ducked off. Mind you, motherfucker know how many people in the room. Cause you could be in the room, you could do a room check. I think that was like 8 or 5 or some shit. You press to see how many people in the room. That way you know if you in the room by yourself. So motherfucker, you press 5, it'll tell you how many people in the room. If you see that you're in the room with just a chick, or it might be another person in the room, they probably done clicked over on their phone. So they might not be listening to the conversation, but the room got them logged in. So be like, hey, go 36. But if that person was ducked in the room just chilling, listening, bitch, you press 36. The other motherfucker gonna press 36, then they go private with whoever you trying to go private with. And then like, yeah. Nigga used to be childish as fuck. Nigga can press 36. What's up, baby? Man, fuck that pussy ass nigga, man. What that nigga holler about? Man, that nigga holler about shit. What's up, though? Like, that type shit. And you can actually snatch a bitch like that. So, that was the chat line, bro. And that's, you can maneuver through each room, you feel me? And so, I learned a lot from that experience. I learned how to rap. I mastered my rapping skills. I used to be able to rap against niggas in Philadelphia, and I'm a South Florida nigga, and I'm hearing these niggas how they crafting their lyrics and how they putting their shit together. Hearing these New York niggas, so they cadence and how they approached it and shit. I'm like, okay, bitch, these niggas they had the how do I put it? They had the cadence, but they ain't had the wordplay. So when you hear a lot of the New York shit back then, it's like they call it backpack rappers, whatever one they call it. But bottom line is, I'm gonna tell anybody, y'all 2 people listening to this chat, when you leave out of here, go look up a nigga named J.R. Writer, and look up his I don't know if it's called Incarcerated, but it's the intro of the song. J.R. Writer, he was with Dipset. Niggas know Cameron from Dipset. Niggas know Freaky Zeke, and that's pretty much it. Or Jim Jones. But niggas don't know motherfucking J.R. Writer. Go look at that nigga shit. It's that type of shit. These are the niggas I had to battle. Niggas that really was thought out lyrically, where you can listen to this shit for 4 days until you were like, oh, that's what that shit meant. Versus it was other niggas from New York that I used to rap against. They had the New York accent. That's all they had. Oh, but it wasn't no intellectual. thought behind it. And so when I started hearing Andre 3000, well, I been had heard Andre 3000. Nah, I was around that age era when they dropped that Aquemini album, Outcast. I was like, oh, nigga got me fucked up. It go back to when Andre said the South got something to say. At this point, I realized this about how intelligent you is. It ain't about where you from, how good you rap, nigga. How intelligent you is. How can you craft your words like Wayne said? How can you make words make sense? You feel me? And so in ways a motherfucker never thought about that word to make sense. So when you're using a simile or you're using a metaphor, motherfuckers don't be understanding these like little system techniques. But I was talking about the chat line. So for y'all coming in, I wouldn't talk about rap. I was talking about shit that used to go on back in 2000, the year 2000, you feel me? And so the year 2000, they had some shit called the chat line. Well, me being a South Florida nigga, I live in Georgia now. Well, I got a house in Georgia. I'm at right now. I don't know where I live at until I decide where the money at. But the bottom line is, freaking back then, I was able to rap against niggas from Philly and New York, and it made my skills what it was because I had to sharpen my shit because these niggas was coming. Don't get it twisted. The average nigga in 2000, I'm not talking about 2025, but the average nigga in 2000 coming from New York, they could have been on any fucking major label. Swear to fucking God. These pussy ass niggas all knew how to craft a song. No, they knew how to craft bars. They didn't know how to craft a song that'll get you to move and shit like that. That's why, like, if we're gonna talk about this rap, if we're gonna make that a conversion, Mims killed New York rap when that nigga came out with "This Is Why I'm Hot." When he came out, that shit was the biggest fucking song of that fucking year, whatever year that came out. And every New York nigga was like, oh, bitch, I gotta copy that shit. And they just lost their whole fucking identity. They never was able to get it back. And then when they did get it back, they got it back through drill music. And so that wasn't original New York shit. So the old niggas in New York couldn't get down with what the young niggas in New York were listening to. So the old niggas in New York stuck doing what, like a nigga like me stuck listening to old shit because you refuse to fucking formulate to what these niggas hollering about. Especially if every one of your songs talk about fucking drilling. Pussy nigga, you never cried. You never fought. You never beat a court case. You never got molested. You never fought in the system and fight for your life. No real nigga stories. I don't want to hear it. Your stories is all about riding on these niggas and killing your own. It's every fucking song. Everybody gotta have a rider song. Cool. Okay, I get it. Now what you got left for me? What you got for me to think about? Nothing. Oh, you got you a new dance, which is the same dance with an extra little twist. Shit ain't hitting on shit. So it's like that's where the art of rap got lost in that type of shit. Mills came out with that little shit, simplified it. I'm finna make you two niggas get up out of here when I say this shit. This is what killed New York rap. And one nigga benefit off of killing New York rap. Let me take a drink before I say this. One big rapper who nobody goes against, cause he might be the street nigga he is, but damn sure killed New York rap. 50 Cent. That nigga killed New York rap. And he killed New York rap in two different ways. Not only did he dumb down his music because the music he had before he blew up was way more thought out, but he killed it because he battled they so-called best rappers, and he didn't win to me, but he won in popularity. And so because of popularity, he was making it's like you going against your own state. You taking off the Ja Rules, you taking off the Jada Kisses, you taking off the Cameron, you taking off the Big Fish. He not taking off no little nigga names. And so the biggest rapper who's taking off all these niggas' names, all these niggas I just listed rap better than him. But he had a bigger wave. He was a big ass cocky nigga, got shot 9 times. Nigga ain't never seen no shit like that. Parker, that nigga got shot 5 times, survived. Technically got shot over now if you can survive all his times. But at the end of the fucking day, niggas ain't never seen no shit like that. So it allowed niggas to be like, okay, this the wave, this the wave. And then what people gonna do? They gonna try to copy. It's a copycat league like the NBA. Niggas start dumbing down this shit. New York niggas start, and then after, while 50 is fucking making buku money off of being a top New York artist, Atlanta is motherfucking just shooting the fuck all the way the fuck up. And I love the movie ATL because I think about the New York nigga in the movie ATL, and I think about how he to me was synonymous with what was happening. niggas was like, bitch, that's a New York down south. Y'all niggas don't know about, bitch. Hold up, let me go get on this way, because I be finding it interesting now that I be in Georgia all the time. My house in Georgia, I'm in Georgia right now. I say, why the fuck do niggas in Atlanta talk so different from everybody else in Georgia? They talk, no disrespect to everybody else in Georgia, they talk normal in Atlanta. Like, you can hear what the fuck they say. And everywhere else in Georgia, what you say? It's the cutest, countryest shit you ever fucking heard. And then in Atlanta, they switched the whole lingo and it's back to shouty. They don't even say shouty in Georgia. The Atlanta would have you thinking they say shouty every fucking way in Georgia. No, that's an Atlanta fucking thing. Outside of that, these motherfuckers, they got it. It's like Alabama, and my mama from Alabama. So I say that to say, fucking it's like the game changed. They seen the wave changing, and then Atlanta blew the fuck up. And 50 was the last. Think about a New York artist that really made an impact in the rap game and made money off it since 50. It ain't been none. You could think about it all day. Zip zero. The only nigga that was close to approaching that is a nigga that sounded like 50, and he died. So at the end of the fucking day, that nigga killed New York fucking rap. And it ain't even no debate, bitch. Like, he made his money off it and he killed it at the same time. He took out their best. That nigga took out their best. Even though in my eyes, he ain't take Ja Rule out. Nigga, Ja Rule, my nigga. Matter of fact, and two, let me just make a quick Ja Rule point real quick. First of all, nigga, I want to get Ja Rule his flowers real quick. I'm gonna get 50 his flowers too, but I'm gonna get Ja Rule his flowers. Hey, Ja Rule, let me tell you, my nigga, you gave South Florida the best. First of all, let me just say, it was two fuck niggas that were just in this room. These bitches sat and watched me at least 10 minutes. YouTube. I don't know who the administrators YouTube, but I want y'all to clock in with me on 145. Check them people who was just in here for the last 3 minutes. The bitch watched me for 3 minutes and didn't even give me a like. 3 minutes last time I checked. That's y'all longest short. They watched me for a full short. And y'all shortest shorts, y'all regular shorts be like a minute. They gave me 3 minutes of their life. And they said, nah, I'ma still move past this nigga. I can't, I'm just built a little different. If I give you more than a minute of my life, if I give you more than 30 seconds, and it's a live stream, because live streams, I don't even be looking for a period, which is crazy to think that I'm going to be seeking people to look at my shit when I don't be looking for. But every now and then, the live streams that get my attention is the ones that got a lot of people already looking. And I'm like, what is these people looking at? Then I see they're looking at a complete idiot. I'm like, man, what the fuck? It's like if I was sitting in a car right now, talk about nothing in a risky situation where I could get whack a bitch. Motherfuckers tuned in. It's the ratings is up. It's like this old show I remember back in the days. Who was in that movie, man? I don't know if it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It was a goofy ass movie, but it was like a superhero. Like, it was a movie where the ratings went up when the people's lives was in danger and shit. It's like from the early '90s. It's a crazy ass movie. And but the point is, that's what this shit is be like sometimes. It's like if you living a foul life or unrighteous life, and you just wilding out, you know how to posit these fucking administrators, and I believe it's only the administrator, because you can't tell me. I'm you can't, and I'm gonna just leave it at. I guess that's the way I wrap this shit up. I'm gonna talk to YouTube administrators real quick. YouTube administrators, this is only for you. My name Christopher Deshaun Griffin. How you doing? My name on y'all channel, Game Castro 4028. I don't look to appeal to no young niggas necessarily, because they never had a daddy. And if they had a daddy, the daddy wasn't 1K like me, so I wouldn't expect them to identify with me. However, YouTube, I'm a black man who been through injustices in life, and I done had the attention of at least 30 murderers or accused murderers and robbers, and like, I'm talking about only murderers and robbers. So we just gonna get in the meat and potato, cause this shit about to get a little 1K, a lot 1K, real quick, very fast. I was falsely accused of armed robbery. One of the worst times I went through in my life. I remember when they told me, man, your custody level, man, you can't be over here. Your custody level so high, nigga. You gotta be over here with the murderers and the robbers. I'm like, what? I'm like, nigga, what? They're like, no, nigga, your charge says robbery. You gotta be over here with the murderers and the. You know, the funny thing is, I don't never have to go. I'm never gonna go to prison. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't never have to go because I've been somewhere worse. And when motherfuckers think about what is a prison, you got minimum security, medium, maximum. You got what is a jail, right? You could be in some. What is a situation? You could be in a prison, in a minimum security prison with 2 years doing just mind your business, waking up, nobody fucking with you. You could be so called quote unquote free, living in the ghetto where niggas is shooting at. Matter of fact, you could be in Macon, Georgia. You could be at the Meadows apartment, something Meadows, I can't think of the fucking name, and get your fuck ass bust just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You could be in South Central, walking home from school, get your ass snatched the fuck up, or whatever the case, gang shot up in some gang war type shit. Versus this, you could be safe as this motherfucker in prison, is the fucking point that I'm making. So, or you could be in a situation. That's why I said life is off of situations. Was worse than motherfuckers in prison. And so my question is, or my statement more so is, when you been through, I don't been able to have a conversation with niggas that ain't never coming home. Let's talk about it. We finna get a little real quick. I done had like real deal, like I put it in my music like vaguely, and I painted as art. So you gotta be very crafty. But I had real conversations. I remember it was a guy I met one time. I don't know if I can have this conversation on YouTube. And that's what's the problem when you have a long string, because the shit can be like you say one little small element of it to fuck your whole stream. Let's speak vaguely. I had I knew a guy. He had like white 4 people, and all his brothers was in prison for murder. He was the fourth one. So his mama had 4 sons, and 3 of the sons, his little brother and his 2 big brothers, already been. And I think he spent the last time he whacked the bitch was about one of the brothers. Bottom line is, all her sons is never coming home. This is a lady who gotta live her life. Mind you, this is back then, but let's talk if it was current. This is a lady gotta live her life without 4 of the sons that came out her body at 4 different occasions. No way in the world can you tell me a human being and mankind anticipated 4 of their kids, 4 of their children being in prison for murder. All of these sons is on the same, not no fucking any other charge in the West of Mount Thousand shit. They could charge. All of these niggas got M's. This nigga was one of them, and it's crazy because he wasn't no big physically imposing nigga, but his reputation superseded him. Bigger niggas, little niggas, etc. And when the nigga got to have a one-on-one conversation with me, and found seeing the righteousness that walked with me, and them niggas used to love that word righteous. Found seeing the righteousness that walked with me. Found say, cause I stood on my innocence. I'm like, bro, I'm innocent, but I'm a 1K nigga, like all the way. But bitch, I'm definitely innocent, bitch. I ain't robbed no motherfucking body. That's another element that stays with me in my mind. But bottom line is, motherfucking you learn life when you dealing with niggas in close proximity. Like that's why I be like always measuring humans, and like I walk in a different kind of pattern than other niggas. Like perfect example, ego out the window with me. You feel me? Like I'm a fearless man, but you have to have intelligence and a slight bit of fear to understand shit. Perfect example. When they put me in the room with this nigga with 4 fucking bodies. I ain't talking about this new jit era killing shit. I'm talking about I gotta say a lot of this material for the movie. I can't really be telling it all. But I've been around some niggas that quote unquote are deemed by society as animals. How do you survive in a room with a nigga like this? This is your cellmate. I'm definitely never gonna suck no nigga dick. You can kiss my ass, your mama ass, my daddy ass, your daddy ass, my mammy ass, and everybody else ass I know suck whoever dick pussy. Never fuck nigga, you die. I die. Somebody dies. With that said, how do you survive in a close proximity, smaller than a closet, with a 4-time murderer? And in these small towns, what they don't tell you, sort of like this little Louisiana parish shit. I know out of the niggas I'm really finna break news with this. I guarantee one of them niggas is innocent. Most innocent niggas gonna be the one that's gonna be the hardest to catch. Cause he gonna have all kind of motherfuckers willing to risk a fucking charge they shouldn't have in the beginning, which is aiding and abetting, to fucking keep him safe. Because this fucking law is fucking fucked up. We see, like I just gave early in this fucking stream, a fucking owner of the Patriots got his dick sucked in front of everybody, the whole fuck world, and we just turn our head like we don't see shit. We see Donald Trump, or not Donald Trump. Even though I can give Trump examples, but there's somebody ain't is about. No, I can't give no Trump example. No, can I? I'ma will say something Trump said. He said I could kill a bitch in Madison Square Garden and the bitch can't touch me. I wasn't gonna touch on that, but let's talk about it. I thought it was one of the most gangster statements, along with I could grab a bitch by the pussy or you gotta grab the hoe by the pussy. I fell in love with the cracker when he said that. Not that I suggest any man grab a woman by the pussy, and if a nigga grab my child by the pussy and I'm living on this earth, his mama finna grab my penis by her mouth. But pardon me. With that said though, that grab a bitch by the pussy and I could whack a bitch in Times Square and the bitch can't touch me is, and I'm a thespian. I love movies. I love theatrics. That's one of the dopest comments I ever heard in my fucking life. Grabbing hoes by the like, imagine. Listen, you talking to a young, old nigga, a old young nigga. And when Plies did one of the greatest, Plies had the greatest fucking outdoor concert in mankind. You niggas gotta go to some YouTube type shit. I'm talking about the rock group YouTube with arenas and shit to know what Plies did in 2009. What Plies did, I'm talking about the rapper Plies from Fort Myers, Florida. When this fuck nigga came to Broad Canyon, I say fuck nigga with full affection. And that's runtime nigga rocking the goon chain and all that shit. And Trina was on stage. Trina lost her jury, all that shit. And some dumbass fan gave it back. I don't say dumbass fan, but he could have got at least a little bag for it. So all she gave that nigga was a hug. But bottom line is, Plies had the biggest outdoor event in South Florida history that I seen, and I've been on the scene a lot of times. These was when the jeans was in style, where females used to wear these jeans, and I would love to see these jeans come back. Serena Williams wore these jeans before. When chicks used to wear the little cutout, it was like a letter U. It's like the letter U. Picture like this, like this. This how chicks' jeans used to look. It's like the letter U. It's their waist. It's belt, 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 belt. Dip, dip, dip for the ass cheeks. Belt, 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 front of them. So it's like literally they was wearing pants almost you. It's like this, bro. It's hard to explain. 'Cause we talking about women now. Let me take another sip. Nigga, the thickest women. I just had the girl mine was ruined. But if she would have been on her shit, I would have loved to met her when she was on her shit. But the girl was so fucking thick, Jesus Christ. I ain't even get to see her. I was trying to build a bitch back, like Build a Bear. I'm finna listen to PZ Build a Bear. I'm finna no, it's too late to jam my shit loud, but I'm finna damn so jam PZ Build a Bear. Long story short, you know a bitch too thick when they be putting on the belt and they don't even need the belt. The belt is more so like a fashion statement because the ass is so big, and the butt is just pushing the jeans away and the crack. Point is, them jeans is out. The chicks wearing that. I went to a chick. We in Lauderhill, shallow side. Bitch, I jumped out on Lil Mama. I don't know who I told to drive. I used to be the type of nigga. I'm always the driver, and I'm always driving my own wheel. But I have a coordinated driver with me to jump in the driver's seat because I'm gonna jump out at any given moment. I'm hollering that bitch in traffic, etc. I'm running over curves. We was living life. So point is, nigga chick got all her ass out. Nigga, I go grab a handful of ass. I'm talking about she's walking this way. I don't know her. She's with her homegirl. I know I'm fine as fuck. Bitch, I take a whole fuck handful and grab her. Like, it was the full. That's every time Trump, well, that he's not said it a bunch, but when he was first running for president and they kept replaying the grab a bitch by the pussy, all I thought about was me when I was 22, 23. I think I was 23. And I'm like, bitch, I'm grabbing hoes by the ass. Bitch, hey, I can't even get you to come here without grabbing that ass. So I related to that statement so fucking much. That was the male chauvinistic part of me, I suppose, that related to that shit. And then as far as the shooting the bitch in Times Square and just getting away with the shit, I just thought that was just some mafia fucking John Gotti type shit or some shit. So with that said though, I don't regret voting for him. I don't know if that's what I was talking about, lad, but I don't regret vote for him. I just regret his politics, dog. Like I would love a one-on-one conversation with Trump. I know we would have a good time, and the only way be able to have a one-on-one conversation with him is if he drunk or drank. Or what I would be willing to do, it wouldn't be the same. But like Barron could be around. It'd be Barron, it would be me, and it'd be Trump. Barron would be there to relate. He would be there to be like, Dad, he's one of the good guys. Because Barron is his dad barometer of what's popping in current affairs. Like, he's already the part that's it's like it's shaky with me, you feel me? Because I don't want Barron to ever be the president. I don't feel nobody should be groomed for president. How can you be groomed to be president with all these millions of motherfuckers? You can't be groomed. It's either in you or it ain't in you. It's called ism. You either got it or you don't. Your daddy clearly got it. He had it, got it, forever will have it. He can pass you his ambiance and his grace. You taller than him, you look better than him, etc. And these is things that a father would gladly be proud. Like if I had a son one day and Jit be taller than me, more muscles, this, that, bitch, I'm gonna be proud as fuck. Look at that fine ass nigga. I'm practically almost have to pull his penis out to knock shit down. Like, bitch, you can't touch that, bitch. You don't see the greatness over there? But at the end of the day, I'm going to always be able to be confident enough to know that there's only one me. Jit can't beat me. Yeah. Jit, like my old boy used to tell me. My old boy said, you a piece off the old block. You feel me? And that's really what it is. And now I'm going to wrap this conversation up by finishing off on another category. With women, dog, I gotta just say this as I get ready to go to my jet, bro. She fell asleep, y'all seen she fell asleep. She was peacefully asleep, but she like to hold either me, my old girl. I introduced this girl to my child, dog. The first woman I ever introduced to my daughter, and that's why I'm gonna say to the single mothers. I think that was kind of like the genesis of this conversation. I introduced the woman to my daughter, bro. And that was one of the worst steps or decisions a nigga could have had made. Yeah, you gotta. I'm almost finishing, boo boo, cause you was asleep. But I'm making a point about you. Come here real quick, boo. Come on, boo. All right, come on, come on, come on. So look at my little twin. You can't sleep without me? Why you ain't go to sleep, babe? You was already asleep. And I'm gonna make this like this as a final Western name, bro. As a strong black dad, I'm being vulnerable, and I sometimes in certain situations, and I'm learning myself. I'm like, oh, let me go to another point I was finna make real quick. Yesterday I was on live or whatever, and I'm getting better at adjusting to the little slick comments. Fortunately, God and YouTube did do that enough for me to kind of filter the negativity that was coming my way. Cause like I don't mind the negativity, I just mind it early. Like people get in your damn feed and get to talking crap before you even give a like. Nigga, find you something to do with your life and time. Get you some money. Show me you got some money, and then you can talk crazy to a nigga. Can't be a broke nigga talking crazy in the comments. Like, what's worse than being a broke nigga talking crazy in the comments, other than being broke after the comment section is over? Once you, once that person end they live, or once you leave they live, you still broke, bitch. That makes no sense. And so, my baby making me think of a piece of comment I was finna say earlier, which was when we having babies with women, you getting half of you. You're not getting the full you. Had I got to learn my child before I met my baby mama, me and my baby mama probably still, nah. I would have, I ain't even stunt. I would have never even probably engaged in my baby mama. But had I known my child like the way I know my child now, I got a better understanding of my baby mama. Like, perfect example.
Daddy,
Yes, babe.
um,
Huh?
really,
Don't tell me about that, because when I put food in front of you, what did you do with it? Did you eat it, or did you let the gnats eat it?
that's it.
Oh, right, right, exactly. So what are you? Right, right, exactly. Don't tell me about that. I told, and that's part of parenting too. Learning your kids, learning that you're not finna tell me you want to eat junk food all damn day, and you put real. No, this is the daddy show, Chrissy show. Too late for the Chrissy show. No, the kid's supposed to be asleep at this time, baby. This ain't no Chrissy show. Chrissy show is when I'm involving you. I'm not involving you in this conversation. Let me see your iPad. Open up. Let me see your iPad. All right, this brings in another point that I want to make too. Georgia got a lot of great aspects, but this is why I'm like, hey, put your feet down. Your feet all on the court. Pay attention. So Georgia got a lot of great aspects, but it got a lot of aspects too from a parental standpoint that concerns me. Like, for one, I would say this much: the services you can be getting, they take advantage. There's a lot of people exploiting Georgia. You feel me? Like, some of the most ridiculous fucking prices for the most inadequate health care. Now, as far as from the dentist, I went to a dentist up in Georgia, Oglethorpe Street. Doctor, dentist. His last name Davis. I can't think of his name, but that guy was great, amazing, absolute amazing, cheap prices, dentistry in Georgia so far that I've seen, decent, great, not decent, beyond great, beyond decent at least. I ain't gonna say great, but beyond decent, beyond Florida, better than Florida. But outside of dentistry, they fucking healthcare system in Georgia is a piece of shit. It's awful. It ain't enough hospitals. It's just like, I don't think that's kind of fucking me up. What I'm trying to figure out is, how come Atlanta is more successful than the rest of Georgia? I'm just trying to figure that part out. I can't figure that shit out yet. I understand the logistics in the sense of they got an international airport. That always plays a role. I'm always saying that if you don't got an international airport, what are you talking about? You limited on what you could do just off of your tourism. Florida pays a lot of the fucking. You know why Florida ain't got no state tax? Because tourism pays off a lot of that shit. I don't want to get to talk a big business and confusing the little minded people, but tourism pays off a lot of Florida shit. It offsets it. Georgia don't got no tourism because they don't make it a tourable place. Motherfucker, open up these eastern cities and make it more. Put your fucking money in the eastern city. Who the fuck trying to come to Atlanta other than to see some motherfuckers that's in Atlanta and what's popping at an event? Because Atlanta got the events. They do it the right way as far as if you want to fucking modernize some shit and galvanize people to come to your city and grow your city off of events, bitch, you better look at, pardon me, you better look at Atlanta. But if you looking to just like grow your state, you're a governor, nigga. I ain't putting no money. If I was the governor of fucking Georgia, I wouldn't put. I ain't. Don't get me wrong. You gotta invest in your most popular city, so I would invest in it. But bitch, they would get a big cut. They would be to get a big cut, and you gotta be self sufficient. Sufficient. Jesus Christ, it's getting late. You gotta be self sufficient enough to where okay, sustain your own revenue. We've given you the biggest capitalism boosts in the state while other cities is fucking failing. Are they fucking working abysmally? Or don't get it twisted. Like listen, let me say this. I learned this shit and I'm still learning it every day. I didn't move to Georgia to be a Florida. So when I get annoyed sometimes, and like I said, I hate even use Daddy baby, you gotta go lay down. Go get in the bed and lay down and I'll come in there soon. Cause all this back and forth and up and down shit is confusing me. So freaking at the end of the day, it's like I didn't move here to have another Florida, but I didn't move here to like live in the fucking 1500s either. Like certain shit can be advanced and you see it and it'll frustrate you. Like perfect example with my current city. There's no reason I'm not gonna. I will if I'm looking at the city budget and I'm looking at how we allocate our money. First, I gotta see how we allocate it. I'm looking at how much my labor cost is of city employees. I'm doing a mini doge on my city employees. I need my money to be allocated toward beautifying the city. I need more sidewalks. Motherfuckers shouldn't have to walk on the road and leave it up to the fucking person who's driving to either swerve in the oncoming traffic or hit their ass. I need sidewalks established. I need all my barricades, my metal barricades that are beaten up and ran into and crashed into throughout the city. I'm not waiting for the Georgia Department of Transportation. No, I'm looking at my city government and my current revenue on how do we beautify this shit. Motherfuckers like living in normal and it's not even normal because that's why I say I don't want to ever be the nigga that's trying to Florida or Georgia. Bitch, I moved here for a lot of the reasons of the natural aspects of what it is. It's just certain things you see every now and then. You say, man, I could do way better than that. Perfect example. Pulling in Dunkin' Donuts today. Big ass pothole. I'm trying to get my baby a pink donut and I'm about to spend $200 on a fucking tire if I run it. That'll never happen in no fucking South Florida, bitch. You Dunkin' Donuts. You're a franchisee owner. The franchise won't even let you try to pull no shit like that, let alone code enforcement. I was like, bro, and I'm always thinking about ways where my biggest thing for me in this town is I'm always trying to find what void can I fill because that's where the money at. So I'm always looking at what void. I see one big void and I'm not gonna say it. I'm looking doing more investigating, talk to a couple locals, see if that's the actual case, and then that's the avenue I want to get into when I do come here fully. But my point that I'm making is I'm always looking for the void. But one big ass thing that trips me out is the like, and don't get me wrong, it's a catch 22 to everything. I love how code enforcement rocks with the residentials. Like you supposed to be first of all, it's hard to fucking enforce codes in the woods, bitch. Like, come on, bitch. Like it's so many trees to cut down. Like I've been calling Georgia Power to cut down the fucking trees around my power line. I lost my at the time I had to get it right, fix it myself. But I had to go through it with my home insurance. over the fucking trees on the power line. And I'm telling Georgia Power, yo, I'm going through it with State Farm about these motherfucking trees on this power line. Who the fuck responsibility to cut the trees, bitch? That's your power line. You running Georgia Power charging niggas for. I just seen something in the news tonight talk about they don't anticipate no raising no bill. They shouldn't, bitch. They 10 steps ahead already. When the fuck, like Georgia Power got the most expensive bills you will ever find in the state of America. I mean, country of America. Nigga, FPNL running laps around. That's why I mean by don't Florida my Georgia, but if I could bring FPNL with me to Georgia, nigga, this would be the perfect place for me, nigga. If I could bring FPNL and if I could bring, I don't want to use Broad as an example, but if I could bring South Florida Public Works to where I'm at in Georgia and FPNL, nigga, this would be a dream come true because the residents in Georgia would lose their shit. No, three things if I could bring. I'm gonna give y'all a market too if y'all trying to get into it. If I could bring the laundromats from fucking South Florida, FPNL, those are the biggest, craziest discrepancies I've seen. Like, you go to the laundromat here, it's like, yo, I might as well just buy me a fucking washer and a dryer. Like, laundromat there, you feel like you winning. Nigga, like, it's a laundry. I could go to the laundromat there, nigga, a quarter get me 25 minutes. That's a penny per fucking minute. A penny per that shit still don't sound normal saying it. You put a quarter in the fucking laundromat around fucking middle Georgia, nigga, that gets you 5 fucking minutes, nigga. 5. You lucky if they don't rip you off and give you 4. Last minute for cooling off. Nigga, like, you would spend so fucking much money at a laundromat here, it makes no sense. That's the only complaint I got about that. But I got complaints about Florida too, I'm finna mention, but I want to say about that. And then I said the Georgia Power Bill. The Georgia Power Bill is the biggest ripoff you ever fucking seen. These bitches charge you your regular utility usage, your regular wattage usage, whatever you want to call it. Then these bitches throw a tax. They throw 3, 4 taxes on it. You got a state tax, mind you, because this ain't Florida, so you got a state tax already on the shit. Then they bitches give you a county tax of money that they pay to the county for them to run their lines through your county. Okay, bitch, you post that's your business fee. Imagine me running any kind of business and I could pass my operating fee. You hear these retail stores talk about passing on the cost of this and that to the person, but imagine that they had to pay the cost of the gas that they pay for their big ass semi. I'm talking to whoever came in. Are you a robot or you a human being? I want you to catch this point. Imagine if Walmart passed off their operating fee to you. The cost that it costs for their lights, not for for how much the shit you buying. And thank you, Father. I love you so much. I think y'all gonna see a new me from now on. That person was just in here and I wanted them to do something. They weren't able to do it. They tuned out of me. And I almost lost my composure. And I laughed at it instead of actually get offended by it. And that's ultimately when it's like Dragon Ball Z. I'm just trying to keep upping my levels till I get that ultimate peace and that woosah where nothing can be disturbing me. I want to be the most undisturbed, unbothered person when it comes to like minute shit. So that's basically what I'm on, right? You feel me? But imagine somebody offsetting their cost of business to operate on you. That's like a motherfucker got a business and they got a gambling problem. So they raise the prices of the fucking business costs on the consumer because they got a gambling problem. Bitch, your gambling problem ain't got shit to do with me fucking coming to your business to do business. So this Georgia Power shit, for them to say that, oh, we're keeping our rates the same. Yeah, you motherfuckers already hitting bitches in the head. If I wish motherfuckers can experience Florida Power and Light for 1 fucking year. If we're gonna open shit up and leave shit to the states, then let's leave it to the states. Florida Power and Light should be able to expand to Georgia Power. Matter of fact, I'm calling Florida Power and Light tomorrow, and I'm gonna ask them, is that something that's feasible or if it's possible? Georgia Power is an entity and it isn't owned by the state. Why the fuck should they run fucking Georgia? Shouldn't it be open fucking game just like Pipe? FP&L be having so much business, they be giving it the Pipe to do their subcontracting work. Another electrical company, so electrical utility company. So why the fuck they don't open this Georgia shit up then, man? Make it free market, man, fair market. Now, as far as food prices, I bought this tonight. I'm finna start grabbing on some of these hoes right now. You know I'm a 1K nigga. You better get it right. Now let me tell you what's tripped me out about this shit. It do say on the bottom chicharrones, right? And I learned how to pronounce that working at a Mexican restaurant. Funny story, working in Boca Raton El Camino restaurant. Fucking a white lady. I kind of miss that restaurant. God damn. They treated me like shit, but I miss meeting the customers. They was dope as fuck. You get to see how rich white people party. Rich white people party just like Puffy. I done seen a rich ass cracker with his wife. Just something that a black man ain't gonna never be able to experience. Not with none of these black hoes unless you rich as fuck. And even then, they'll cast your ass. But man, with his wife, he's putting down on a little young white girl. And she's flirting with him in front of his wife, thinking she's doing something, because she thinking that his wife not able to peep that her husband is flirting with this young. She had to be no more than 25 and no younger than 20. So she wasn't no jit. No younger than 21. She obviously was drinking age, but she definitely wasn't in her 30s. And clearly this is a man in his 60s. Got his wife with him. Fancy as fuck. You could tell his cracker feeling himself. I'm ill hustling like a bitch. I'm supposed to be busting the tables. I'm ill hustling like a motherfucker. By the time when the white girl ready to just cut the bullshit and just like go in for the kill and just tell old pops, hey man, what's up? Let's link. He said, yeah, I think you're beautiful. Me and my wife, we think you're very attractive. When he told this young white girl, this is an old white guy, rich white guy, with a rich white wife, because if he rich, she rich. Obviously, she on some Hillary Clinton, bitch, I'm down with you to the end shit. You see how Hillary Clinton ride with Bill. Bitch, hey, nigga, you look like a winner. This is why black niggas be marrying white hoes. White bitches know how to spot. This is a conversation that I got so many pieces of this stream I'm gonna have to chop up. I think white hoes know how to identify. Nah, pause. I almost lied. It's kind of true what I'm about to say. White women know how to identify a winning black man better than black women. It might be they know how to identify money better, our standards better, but something about them that they have an intangible where they could pick a nigga that's gonna more than likely do better than black women pick black men. You can argue it, but do your research, and you might find I'm right. I haven't even done research on it. I'm just making a statement from what I see from all these white hoes with these NFL niggas and these basketball niggas, and you black hoes ain't got none of these niggas. You got your ex-prison niggas. So I'm just trying to figure out, am I right? And so, fucking, point is, I had a point to this shit. I've been all over so that. Oh yeah. So when a young white girl find out his wife does know that he flirting with her and that she is in fact is his wife and she cool with the shit. Oh, that's all I'm talking about the Bill Clinton part, but I don't want to go down that alley. When she found out it was his wife, the shrub off she gave this guy was so rude. Not rude, I guess this is her way of doing it. But that's when I realized, and it's in Boca Raton. When you think of Florida, there's only two places really you're gonna be thinking about all the money at. There's money all over Florida, but you're gonna think Naples, you're gonna think Boca, and nothing outside of that. So when she walked off, mind you, the quote unquote escorts there, these women that's used to laying down for $5,000 in one night, which is a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. Which makes you say, if you're a female and you know women out here getting, forget just being a female. Yeah, you're a female, but anybody. But you just say you're a female, a woman, black woman, of the profession, and you watching this Diddy trial. You out here, fake booty, big booty. You out here with a $5,000 butt, depending on who you went to. Demanding that a man lay down with you and give you $500, which he is regretting, and you only gonna be able to get the best of the best if you ask for $500. Meanwhile, it's a grown ass man, no pussy to give. He ain't even giving up no pussy. He just dropping meat, 5 bands. If he getting 5 bands off his meat, what that mean about your vagina? What that say about your vagina? Tough. So we live in a tough world, bro. It's a tough world. And so I'm about to start me another chat and write this shit out probably 2:15, 2:30. Took my sleep. Had a successful day. Got a lot of decisions to make. I had an interesting person come in my comments one time, and a girl said, "You need a moderator." Some people might say, "How do you know it was a woman that said you need a moderator?" I know. But back that news person that I was talking about, fam be fucking with the channel, and I hope out of them few likes I get, he be one on. Cause if he was watching my shit and not liking my shit, I'd be asking him the question of who the kind of nigga he is. But if I get 14 likes and my video do 1,000 views, I suspect and would hope that he would be one of the 14. Really wouldn't be 14 because I would be one of the 14. He'll be 13. Otherwise, what are you niggas doing? Trying to find new material, creativity that you lack, that you don't have, no authenticity? What are niggas and humans doing? I say that to say that buddy a cool buddy. For the overall genesis, I wouldn't even watch the show that he on if he wasn't on it, to be honest. He's a watchable guy, like I am. I just think that They don't think nothing. Oh, that's what the point I was gonna say. I do think so. I think that me and bro got the shit that he say he don't even. I don't even want to say all that. We would have to have that conversation. But I think I don't know if anybody ever felt like you could be friends with somebody if y'all fought and just got like the physicality out the way. Like, right. That's only people that you love. Motherfucker, you don't wanna like it's only I don't know if I ever felt like that really with nobody. I'm trying to think. Now, my close partners, particularly one, I'm gonna be vague on this. I'm gonna be extra vague on it. Uh, Quote unquote killer, you can't never ask them for a fade. You can't tell a killer, hey man, if we fought, me and you would be cooler. That their mind only operates on one frequency. So I haven't been able to make that proposal to all of my friends, but for uh, in the future, if I ever was to be down, just with anybody, bro. If we ain't fought, we can't be friends. If we ain't never had no physical fight, we can't be friends. Bitch, we gotta have a pecking order. That's just my opinion on it. Bitch, if we ain't never fight, bitch, we can't be friends. I know that sounds stupid and retarded, but bitch, that's what I'm standing on until I got some higher sense of understanding. I gotta know that we done been through the dirt and that no matter what we've been through, whether I whoop you, whoop me, you'll never whack me. The worst murders in the history of mankind be the betrayal ones. The motherfuckers who had all the trust for a motherfucker. Let a bitch right up under there and got hit out. That's the worst. That's the sneakiest, snakiest shit. Nobody respect that shit. And you know, you talking to a nigga who 2 o'clock in the morning to be watching Rifleman. You know what I'm saying? And or the you know, that type of shit. And when you watching that type of shit, the good, the bad, and the ugly, dirty Harry, all that type of shit, or throwback cowboy movies like I grew up off of, they don't respect back shooters. You know what I'm saying? I'm a country boy. I'm a black cowboy. Nobody respect back shooters. You shooting a bitch in the back, they ain't looking. You don't get no fair opportunity. Like all that shit is goofy shit. Like you look at these niggas, they used to take 10 paces and turn around. There's a bunch of snakes out here. A bunch of scary bitches that want to kill and don't want to be killed. Why would your heart desire to kill if it don't desire to die? Ask yourself that. How could you want to take a human life and you ain't ready to give up on your own shit? Listen, nigga. That's how you know when motherfuckers do shit prematurely. Cause these niggas been killed about 10 bitches, then they get on the goddamn. Even if they killed 3 motherfuckers, they get on the goddamn begging for life in prison. Bitch, what's the beg about? They gonna keep you alive at least 15 years and let the government make all the money off your punk ass, which is another story. If you got sentenced to death, nigga, shouldn't you be dead in the next 5 years? What you living for 30 years for, a pussy nigga? Come on, make it make sense. So, but that's all that to say, dog. You can't tell I just say when a relationship is real with 2 people. And I'm just talking about, I ain't just nothing, no gay shit. I'm just talking about like straight. I'm gonna get into relationships real quick though. A relationship with a man is so close in proximity to a relationship with a woman. Sometimes you gotta watch your mouth and watch what you say. You gotta cater to a motherfucker feelings. Sometimes they gotta cater to yours. You don't want to see them hanging around the next motherfucker too much. Like when I was really cool with a motherfucker, and I seen that nigga hang around the next motherfucker too much. The way my mind set up, my mind used to be like they plotting against me. Like that's why I never did great with like niggas around me all the time. Like if you with me, nigga, you my nigga. You ain't this nigga. You his homie. But if you rocking and I see you hanging with that nigga all the time, cuz I'm gonna feel like you nigga talking about me. Bitch, like nigga, like my brain is not set up to where I don't have your allegiance, bitch. Like I know my mama's son is a leader. You feel me? So like I get too paranoid because I know I don't mess with everybody. I know that I can even right now, if I was to think about the last 10 years, the niggas I've called my friends, not only is it all on one hand, but them niggas' name pop up immediately in my head. And they niggas that I wouldn't have wanted nobody like it's like a relationship. I didn't want to show my homeboys, bitch. Like that's my dog, nigga. That could be your homeboy, but that's my dog, nigga. Like nigga, no, nigga. Like, because guess what? I see it on my live, so let me just. Huh. That's why I feel is just I'm gonna just keep it simple. I don't think a nigga is possible. You can have more than 2 homeboys at a time. 3 homeboys is more than enough. When I say more than enough, it's too much. 2 is hard to manage. Just like I said, that's what I mean by a relationship. That's why when I used to work at a liquor store, I see homeboys come through the liquor store every day, and they locked in on the same page. Like when they getting the same drink, same. I'm talking about every day. I used to be saying in my head, these niggas fucking. Ain't no nigga hanging with the next nigga every day. And that's the last part I guess I see. To all my former, I ain't gonna call it former because my friends for life. But the reason I wasn't able to be the best of friends to my guys, because I'm inconsistent. I go back like Cameron was talking about in the relationship when he was talking about young hoes here, how they had fucked up. I'm inconsistent like that as a man to my male friends. We could be the greatest of friends. Niggas know me. I'm like NBA YoungBoy said in one of his songs. I meet a hoe in a week and I'm in love, bitch. I'm weak. Bitch, I meet a pussy hoe been on cam and spit that good game in my ear and treat me right. Bitch, I homeboys, I holler at you like Trick Daddy had a song with Twister. Could it be that I'm lost getting sauce? Could it be that I'm lost in the sauce? That fuck nigga said, could it be? Could it be that I'm lost getting? Could it be that I'm off? He might have said off. I think he said off. I about to say lost in the sauce. I finna say that nigga was saying that back then. Could it be that I'm off getting lost? Just falling in love. Am I falling in love? Oh no, could it be that I'm lost? Something like that. But anyway, with Twist and Trick there. One of my favorite songs in that Book of Thugs, all that. So boy, that's right. It's like on tight, I break from the fellas so fucking fast. I fall in love, man. You fuck niggas gotta go. You cramping my space. It's getting uncomfortable. Or I get the feeling like